so long that I forgot it.
I'm ready to bring this fucking USDA grade 100% beef from this gun.
Thing is not a lock on.
Hey, Mara guys.
Yeah. This thing is
Squeeze me again.
Bot.
I don't know what you said, Cosmic.
I'm the little version of you.
On you go, snowflakes.
What?
Yeah.
Don't
No,
no,
I
like the big
snipers, snowflakes. Let me double check what ammo I have for this. Yeah.
Unless something goes terribly wrong, we shouldn't ever get shot.
Yeah. So
I don't
What's
have
the current
ammo for
situation?
your right now, Baird.
We're just waiting on some last minute cleanup. I'm gonna get on with Volt. Right now, just hold on. Just hang fire. Everyone seems to be set now. We're just waiting on some range tables. Eliminator guys on the other station have some issues as well.
damn, Harry,
Cool.
you're wearing some big boy armor.
That's what Lucas told me. I can't see myself very well, so it just looks pretty normal.
Hey, you got the
No,
thick
yeah,
boy.
you have the bib in front.
Yeah.
With the,
Oh, do I have the dick armor too?
Okay. No.
no, you don't have the dick armor.
You
You have like the collar.
assault kit that has like the chest and the shoulders, but nothing below that.
What helmet do I have?
Well, I mean, I remember
Same
helmet.
one. It might just be.
That class 4 one with the sliders on the side. Yep.
Channel 1,
Yeah.
right here, push top 1.
Yeah.
Set the short range to the left here.
That's just rude.
Oh, Jack.
I might. We can force him in here.
Are we getting both?
Yeah, right. Yep.
Okay.
There's boats down below us.
Cool.
Hold on, are there resupply crates over here?
Blinks aren't gonna stop blinking.
I forgot to mention, advanced fatigue is on.
Volt.
Yep.
I don't know what the fuck that is. I don't know why that's doing that. You're the info guys.
Where's Clayman?
Snapping my area, so I don't know.
The radio.
Yeah.
Man, it's been a hot minute since I've been in Arma.
I mean,
I
you
remember
can
there
hear
was a
us.
way to like procedurally open doors, like click by click on a scroll wheel, but I don't remember what the fucking key was for it.
That was, I think, Ace Interact.
Oh shit!
Or no, hold space and then. Nope. Not, not
hold
space.
Uh,
No,
Lucas,
not hold space.
I suppose we change our colors so we can fucking tell where each other is. On the map easy.
Cool dude, yellow.
I'm new to this.
Alright.
Yeah, I remember Beard showing it to us. I just don't remember what the fuck it was.
It's
Yeah,
Barrett's
control
fucking extra
space.
thick, look at him.
And then
Control space, there it
42
is.
kilograms.
Yeah, somehow I'm 40 kilograms.
Wait, how are you
Well,
40
that's
kilograms? I'm only
the-
23.
That sniper's a big.
1-1, range cards are in the box.
The
For the guys who need it.
You hold left control space and scroll wheel.
oh.
Also, don't be on yelling, because there's like 60 people here. And not everyone needs to hear.
Just to let everyone know, we're having an
you
Lima, and then he's the only person in the entire server with Babel on, and no one can understand him. So we're working out whether I replace him or not.
Wait, who is Babel? I missed that.
Klima with the Fable on right now.
Is there any kind
Oh no, it's tinted.
I don't think on this boat, but we can get one sorted later. Once we're into it.
Yeah.
We've got beachhead.
So apparently Epi is really useful.
Alright, is everyone ready for the briefing? Okay, everyone come in closer so you can all hear.
Quiet down, children.
Alright, come in closer. Come in. Oh fuck. Get in your
Scramble
Oh fuck, he said.
Okay.
Everyone
So,
in front, fucking crouch.
First of all, hi.
Hello.
Hi, teacher. Hello.
So this will be interesting. Let me put myself off shout slightly. We'll just get straight to it. Unfortunately, CA, you've got one guy who's babbling for some fucking reason.
He's lost it. Don't worry about it.
He can hear us, so that's fine. As far
He's
as
a
I'm
baby.
concerned. So, platoon leaders today, my guys, it's Svensson. Svensson, where are you? There you are.
Right here.
Yep, if he speaks Elvish, that's... and then it's Volt for CA. Okay? You all know who your squad leaders are. You all know what each other looks like. So, if everyone checks the map, we'll get this quickly done. Fairly simple. We're assaulting the beach. cutting through and setting up a defensive line after securing the towns. Happy with that?
Yep.
Good. Yep. Roger. So we got 4 landing zones. Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta. My guys are taking Delta and Charlie. Your squads are based on or put underneath each zone, so you know where to go. Volk, same with your guys. Okay. If you feel like one of the squad would be better in a different landing zone, feel free to swap them. That's up to you as platoon leader. Okay. My guys, you'll be landing in the area with the most infantry, unfortunately. So you'll be in a bit of a fight to get off the beach. CA guys, you'll be having a slightly easier job, but your job will be to engage the anti-air all the way at the back. Otherwise, the helicopters cannot get into the zone. You should have the rockets with the distance to do so. If you don't, let me know. No Welling, I will not go full on Eisenhower. I'm sorry. Damn it. I don't have the charisma for it. So, base plan for the first town. CA guys, you've got an Overwatch position and an assault. These are just rough markers, Volk. If you don't want to go with those precisely, you don't have to. But it's it's just a template for you to go off. Benson, it's the same with yourself. You've got an Overwatch and assault. Once we're in position, both assault teams will take the town of Kalachori, and then go to their hold markers and get ready for the assault on Paros. The Overwatch markers are in places that should hopefully have a view on both towns. The assault teams will then push through, secure Paros, and then once that's done, we're going to be setting up the defensive line. So my guys will be taking the southern Overwatch and the MG position. Volk, if you guys can take the anti-air and AT positions. Alright. And then once we're in position there, it's a case of just harassing anything that tries to come towards us from the west. Simple as that. Any questions from the platoon leaders?
No. Negatory.
Alright. 25 past 8. Volk, your boats are on that side. Svensson, our guys are on that side. Once you're in your boats, well, Godspeed, I guess. Let's go.
Hoorah! Hoorah!
Oh, thanks.
Hoorah! Okay, CA, no one goes down
The
the ladder
question
yet.
is, can we jump off?
Hey,
or-
No one goes on the boats yet.
Sickness tablets.
One ladder.
No.
Lucas, I'm very very quickly save my loadout with the fucking range
It'll
guard.
be on the radio.
Okay.
Everyone's
I'll fiddle with it later.
Lucas,
Oh,
did you
shit.
save your loadout?
1-1, that's us down the ladder, boat on the west.
Copy that.
1-2, stand by to stand by.
Go on, come
1-3,
there
you're
you
cool.
go, buddy.
I can find the action.
What's with Klima?
How big are the boats?
Who's
What
typing?
the hell is
That's
this
me.
action for this?
What the fuck was
Oh,
that?
oh.
Yeah, we'll be good.
Good noises.
It's a Herald. It's a ladder, Harold. You got it, buddy. There you go. Hey, fuck.
Ladder.
Yeah, if I can go
Full
down a
strength
fucking
at each
ladder,
person.
I don't need to reach that.
Klima, how was the shit?
A bit of a choke point.
The most western boat, correct?
Oh,
What's doing that?
We don't. We think it's going to be in the game, and as we speak, we don't know what's causing it.
I don't say.
Why?
They
I think
don't
that's
say
your
it.
first.
Oh my god, I gotta
That's his real voice.
One
One
little
right,
right,
he's ready to go native.
There we go.
Shoot us.
That wouldn't be good, would it?
Okay,
It's
if
not as
you're in
unique as all the others
1-3
will be,
and
right?
1-4, go to the northeast corner. If you're in 1-2, go to the northwest.
Alright, Volk, after Lucas goes, I'm the last man down the ladder for 1-1. I'm the last man down the ladder for
Don't
1-1.
die,
Harold.
Lucas. Be
I got a
embarrassing.
bigger gat.
I'm a heavy boy. I might not be able to hold on.
Why can't I move?
Because I broke your ankles.
There we go.
Yeah, I had to mount one of the boats next to me.
When you're coming down, you might need to put your weapon away. That made it quicker for me. The most westerly boat.
That's my boat.
Oh god.
Swim!
Beside and then dismount immediately and do it that way. That's how I did it.
Like, we're all gonna die.
That's not. That's fine. Why am I driving?
I don't know.
driver's slot. Because you chose a driver's slot. What the fuck?
Where's the?
Can we all fit in this boat?
It's like military doctrine. Classic military doctrine. You swim to the boat you want to get into.
You know, you don't have the boat pulled alongside right next to the ladder.
Heads up, I'm not driving, so...
I got you.
When we get to the beach, obviously, you don't wanna get in too slow or we'll be too slow, but also don't fly us up the beach at fucking Mach 1 and crash us into it. Like, I know that sounds funny, but some people on sea are actually going to hit that beach at Mach 3 and explode, and it's gonna be hysterical when they slow down the whole platoon, so...
Hey, at least we get there first, though.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, we're the cool guys that land first, right? That means we get all
Just
the
about
bitches.
points of clarification, you're gonna hear me saying the word Charlie. That's just to differentiate our platoon, where we're Charlie 1-1, but we referred as 1-1 the whole time. So if you happen to go down and use the radio, that's what I've been doing. That's what Volk will be used to by that point.
Roger. Will he be hearing 1-1, or will he be hearing Charlie 1-1?
Either or.
Okay.
Eastern boat.
I'm also not going to be calling people into fire teams because this is a pretty solid team, but I may say someone take these guys and do this, but...
No, you were pointing the thing at me.
Bravo, how does that gun make you feel?
Makes him feel adequate. But I have a feeling I'm gonna be the shot first, considering where
I'm so glad we weren't in charge of this. Could you imagine if we organized this? Oh my god.
It'd be so bad.
It wouldn't be organized.
We did the PvP one.
Yeah, we did the PvP one.
I feel like that's easier to coordinate though, like... This is too fucking...
Let's see if command gets into a big argument.
Also, Lucas, are you supposed to have a face?
Yeah,
no.
Okay, just making sure.
Which appears to have the same face, but I think that's an armor build.
Custom faces are generally tied also to your server, so because I've never been on this server before, it may have issues loading my custom face. It takes a couple of sessions sometimes, so you won't be seeing my showering gun. It's just a normal face, but I have showering gun.
Just white face?
Yeah, that's because their server has not cached and loaded my custom face across all clients. It would take a couple of
for some
sessions.
reason, Dutch, you've got a Dr. Kuma face like me.
Actually hold the boat, don't stand on the boat.
Gordon, look! Fucking tits! Big ones!
Right, next up. No, I'm not fucking going down there. You go there. Is it this one?
This has actually been quite a smooth mounting.
Yeah. And those of you with potato rigs, you'll notice you have an add action for settings that acts a lot like the ace stuff does, so you can limit view distance and stuff.
No, but like mounting. You didn't say the
Wait,
actual
I actually
landing.
think someone died on their side. Someone said they were killed in all side chat.
I believe we're on that.
I bet.
Yeah, we are.
Hey, Cosmic.
Real 5 seconds.
It's a ladder, come on, get
How you doing,
down.
Cosmic?
You can do it.
That's good.
Anyone know any shanties?
Did you recognize me by my balaclava?
No.
Am I not wearing my balaclava? No, I have my balaclava. Nice coronavirus.
Thank you.
It's like row.
Oh, is that being naughty?
We have some fucking I don't think that was us.
No, that was your boat, Cosmic. I saw it on
Someone
fire.
indeed.
Whoever's on the back of the boat.
I alt-tabbed back in.
God damn it, Rose.
God damn it.
I alt-tabbed
God damn it.
Don't point it at me, point it somewhere else.
You tried not alt-tabbing back in?
If you're not
That's how it always
escape beforehand.
Rose,
Point it up
don't
if
use
you're
your
gonna
left mouse when it's tabbing back in. You can press right
I
click.
didn't use... No.
Repeat again for one more.
Clearly you did. Very clearly you did, Rose.
Alright, I'm just gonna aim it.
Man, repeat for 1-1.
Fucks up again.
Fucking hell.
You can't aim higher than this, watch.
Whoever's driving, move us forward so we're not so close to the boats, and then kill the engines so we don't explode on dismount.
Shit.
This way we don't collide with each other and explode.
No, you just want a head start so we get there first. All the glory. Maybe scooch us a little to the northwest.
So I'm supposed to hammer the beach with the GMG, right? When we get inside of the beach?
If you see bad guys, you have absolute authority to just execute. You have execute authority. I'm not kidding, they're not fucking around. If we go down, there are no civilians
Well,
in the free
according to
fire zone.
Cowboy, you just bomb the building first if you don't expect...
There are no
doesn't
civilians
matter
in the
if
free
there's
fire
civilians in
zone,
there or
and
not.
you knew the answer to that question, so don't ask stupid questions.
So, he's saying technically you can't.
Why'd you put my
That's the
headphones
Marine way of doing things, and then chemical warfare, of course.
gonna get loud.
Have we got one or two healers?
Just the one, and CA's in charge of it.
So don't
CA's
forget
in charge
to
of it, the
pop your
RTO is on
earplugs in
Hotel
so you can
Company.
actually hear over the helo.
Why did we get charged of it?
And so that you don't get deafened whenever I start shooting this thing at the beach.
Yeah, everybody put your
For everyone's benefit, we're in charge of the only helo on the entire company. Their RTO for it is on Hotel Company, so it's our responsibility not for it not to explode.
Well, Zephyr's flying it. He has a pretty good track record of things not exploding.
If we don't kill the AA, probably will shoot him then.
Yeah. Except for that one time.
So we get shot
That one time, we died pretty good.
Do you want to assign
Start
buddies?
staging just so we're ready to move. Just get us in a good position to get ready to move.
So do we have a...
Am I okay to move to the line on the map? So I'll just follow that to the beach.
Cosmic, what's your role?
I'd say about this far right now. Hold here.
Brakes.
1-1, holding parallel of the, is it a frigate? I don't know, it's a boat.
A ship.
I think it's a cruiser.
That's a
It's
destroyer.
definitely a
That's a
light
destroyer.
cruiser.
It's a Zumwalt destroyer.
I don't know boat.
It is
I
very
only know it's a destroyer because it's got that weird angular shit, and I know that's what the military's been doing lately.
Yeah, it's a Zumwalt class.
It looks
Yours
fucking
on
cool though.
class.
Go, go, go. Oh wait, hold on, hold.
He said go,
Classic
but he
military.
said go.
Wait, are we
Yeah,
going?
Irony, go, go, go.
You know.
Now
One,
they're
one,
gonna
one.
get that boat on our left's gonna get there first. Take him out with the GMG.
Shoot him! Whatever. Left side. Full broadside.
Left side looks so fucking
There is
cool.
no fucking stabilization.
Oh, look at all.
man,
Oh,
I've
the ships are
already
shooting.
reached
That's fucking
20
cool.
FPS.
This is pretty common when there's a bunch of boats.
Yeah.
Oh, the fucking jets! Mirages!
Command would like all of you with home-brought GoPros or Contour HDs to make sure they are enabled on your helmet cams.
Wait, that boat just fucking died behind us.
No, that wasn't about...
See you, please.
Yeah, there's a
This thing has no
pilot in
fucking
the air.
tracers. I can't see where it's going.
What do you mean it's all tracers?
Command, I've got
Pilot.
reports of guys to the rear of my boat.
Shit's broken, yo.
Apparently Buckethead has gone native as well.
Yeah.
Guys who can see more in my boat are saying faster than burn the AO.
Better correct my fire. I'm trying to shoot that guy on the...
That's a war crime, Rose.
Yeah,
Why do you think I'm doing it?
aim for the parachute, let them fall.
I can't aim at all. This thing doesn't have a sight
They're
and I
going
can't
like
see the
way
tracers.
above him.
I love how they're just in a fucking formation and we're just scattered as shit.
So many wind waves. I can't get a good sight picture at all.
We have Pirates of the Caribbean team play.
1-2's behind, aren't they? Jeez.
Stop committing war crimes.
Too late.
That's my job.
Looks like we're taking this.
Look my in the eyes as I shoot him.
Looks like we're taking this beach by ourselves. 1-2's really far behind us.
Yep.
Since
Luckily, I'm not
they
seeing
didn't
any
have a
enemies.
boat, though.
Texture
And the
stripping.
plane. Oh.
Where it looks
No.
like shit's like Z fighting as people move around or something.
No?
Look, if anything's going wrong right now, assume it's because we're in a boat.
Yeah.
Have we got any contact on that beach to the northwest?
Negative.
You have a GPS.
Yeah,
Well,
I know.
at least you should.
I'm following the line.
Yeah.
Look, we're gonna go past that beach.
I hope it's the Batman.
Oh, shit.
Driver, turn us a bit south. We're a little close to the other boat.
Yeah. Hey guys.
They came close to us.
1-1 copy.
What are we shooting at? That helo's friendly, you know.
The beach.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, this thing has enough ammo. I might as well.
And you're never going to use it again.
Yeah.
Lock 'em up.
Best
You're
case
shooting at the
scenario, I
sky,
hit
Rose,
something.
not the beach.
How about that?
That's all going into the clouds. You're shooting
Pick up some
Josh, we're headed
enough
pretty much
down.
right in between the two landing zones.
Yeah, and I'm just in left.
Well, make sure we actually land up for the landing zone. We're a little too far south now.
Wait, what?
We're going landing zone Bravo, are we not?
Oh yeah, we're going Bravo. Yeah, we're going Bravo. I was looking at a hotel company marker.
Oh shit, we don't even get to land in the building.
Look up where you're shooting.
No, like, I'm looking as far down as I'm able to.
Now you fucking ground. It only
I don't like it.
Stand by. Standing by.
Be advised, I'm not seeing any enemies.
1-1 out. 1-1 out. Secure the beachhead.
1-1's main landing.
I've put my earplugs in and I can't hear a thing.
Oh, what do you see, Lucas?
Hello?
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 Clear, Dutch. Lucas, can you hear us?
1-1 copies. We're gonna start moving towards MRP 1-3 and head from there.
Yeah, hello?
What are you shooting at, buddy?
Alright, we're gonna start moving out. If you tell the maps over to MRP 1-1.
Why is everyone
MRP
quiet?
1-3. So we've got earplugs in. We're gonna move to MRP 1-3 with 1-2 on our right side. We're gonna keep a loose spacing because we don't really know what's up ahead of us yet. So everyone get up and start moving to your north.
Fuck. Zan?
Yeah?
Hey, make sure to turn yourselves back up to your normal, local volume.
I forget who's the AR here.
Wait, how do I do that?
Alright, we're just gonna head
Hold
northwest.
tab, scroll up one
across
click,
around to
or
MRP
whatever
1-3.
you have.
Let's go!
Oh, you meant the yelling or whispering thing, okay.
Guys, if you need to contact me, can you speak on the radio? I didn't put earplugs in and my character's deaf.
I fucking said to put earplugs in while we were in the boat, you tard.
I know, but I couldn't hear you.
Well, whose fault is that? Not have full duplex radio, so gotta speak one at a time on the radio. Wait, these are only half duplex? Yep.
Half duplex. Each company don't roll up with acre. They are a comp.
I'm really heavy, so I'm down to walking.
Hey, farm. We're gonna hold it 1-3.
Nice day for a walk.
That's solid firm. The SPMG is also at a walk.
Same medic.
Imagine having to walk this post made by the No Backpack Gang. I'm part of the No Backpack Gang. I'm just fat. Dutch.
Yep.
I need the...
This feels
Wait, what?
kinda like Gold Beach. Oh,
We're taking some fire.
contact up left.
One way to cover west, the hotel company can get off the beach. We're to orient west and cover for hotel company.
I have to do some admin stuff.
Is he good?
Yeah, I'm just getting stand back. And I don't want to get shot.
I'm gonna assume he said yes, I can't hear anything.
I'm good.
They're inside those bunkers. Hard to shoot them.
Fuck. I need to leave on someone's head.
Suppress them.
Lucas, you can post them on the fence. The rest your gun. They're about perfect distance to just line up the crosshairs.
How's that? That's me.
Yeah, fuck you, dog.
This fight only being shot in the chest.
Boom, headshot.
Blackhawk, you're right in front of me.
Everybody get out of the field.
That guy's not dead.
Okay.
There we go. Now he's
Hey,
dead.
Gibbs.
Yo.
I need legs. I got shot in the chest and apparently I'm limping now.
You have legs. I swear.
Wait, are we moving up?
Oh, I'm stupid.
Hey, Farm, we're gonna help the hotel company get off the beach.
Alright, let's move.
Let's see if I can take my earplugs out. Hello, Rizal, speak.
Yeah.
Test, Lucas,
I
test.
can hear.
Yeah, earlier I was just out of stam and I didn't want to get shot, so.
Southwest of us, so we're gonna have to move forward, take this bunker complex, and see if we can orient to their north and get them off the beach.
Contact bunkers southwest in the right window.
Engage if you got them.
Not stable enough.
There's a wall here you can...
Eyes on. Ooh!
No, the bunkers southwest is where I spotted the guy.
Point.
That
Yeah,
one.
I've got stamina to move again.
What's a bear? Can you get a bearing, Rose?
Fuck, man down, Lucas said.
235-ish. Or 230.
Oh, you're okay.
Oh yeah,
Got
that
him.
was the bunker complex we
Truck,
gotta take,
truck
so we're
west,
going that
truck
way.
west, truck west. Incoming with a full squad.
Light it up
Behind
as
that
soon as you see
bunker.
I don't see it.
Alright, stay still, Lucas. You're okay.
I got the guy.
Should I just
Lucas.
stay here?
Stand up.
it. If you can get an AT off on it, yeah.
Alright.
I mean, I have big.
Yeah, we got 2 ARs.
I'd say we use. Oh boy, here it goes.
I can't hear again.
Alright, 1-1. We are going to be moving southwest into the bunker complex to take it once we are done with this fire, and we're gonna move to the hotel company from the north.
Lucas, you're good.
I should not have done that. We're taking 30 mil fire northwest.
Oh shit!
Gibbs hit.
Where we
Taking contact. Up smoke. Direct west.
Getting his right leg.
What the fuck hit us?
30 mil northwest.
You should have saved your
Oh, the
option.
medic bag.
Yeah, you should have. I just really didn't want to carry the damn thing.
I think my wound is reopened.
Working on it. So, working on it. Someone check me, I think I'm still bleeding.
How does morphine work in this server? Can I give myself morphine fine?
Don't do it a lot.
The morphine's the same as ours. If you want to use it, you can. But, ooh,
I've got contact west-northwest to the right of the bunker to the west.
Someone just... Cosmic's down.
Fuck!
Cosmic's
1-1,
down.
I am severely. We gotta get off of this rock, fall back east a little bit, because we gotta get cover. There's guys to our southwest.
I'm carrying Cosmic out of here.
Copy.
Harold's hit, bandaging. Let's move Cosmic.
Falling back
Up
east.
smoke into place.
It's down, I'm carrying him.
Have you guys kept your earplugs in?
Yes, I have, yeah.
Dutch is fucked. We need some help.
Protect my ears.
I need someone to come grab Dutch.
I'm gonna come grab Dutch after I bandage.
Copy, I put a tourniquet on him.
I'm coming for Dutch.
Copy.
Cover me,
Putting
White
some...
Dragon.
Yep, go ahead. I'm putting some saline in. Oh, okay, go. Good. We need help up front, up top. Well, west. I got two down.
Going on up here.
I can't help you, Gibbs. I'm too fucking fatigued. absolutely
Have
fucked.
fun.
1-1, we have contacts getting closer north.
West by west.
Boston, we're not good. Boston's down over here.
Yeah. It's getting to that point of they can just bring casualties over here.
I need CPR.
Where's 1-1's medic?
1-1's medic is up here doing medic stuff. Wallace. Wallace, can you hear me on local?
Duchess, no pulse. Give me CPR. Sand's down beside me. I need help here as well.
I'm trying to crawl up, but I'm very, very fatigued.
Check his pulse as soon as you get there.
Yeah, this is going quick. Okay. Hello.
Come on, game.
Remember when you get back to 1-1, give them 1-2's regards, alright?
Will do. Thank you very much.
Bubba's.
Oh god, oh god.
Contact close.
Got him, but I'm super fucked up.
I also got fucked up. Oh yeah, I'm real fucked up now.
Both of my legs are bleeding. I have tourniquets on both now.
I fractured both of my legs.
Fuck. The hell was I supposed to do with that other than just leave him?
Don't forget, you can obviously drop that medic bag. Other people can help.
Somebody check Gibbs, I saw him
Hey,
flail.
we need a lot of help. We are mass cas. Someone go tell Wallace 1-1 is mass cas. Our medic is down. We have 4 people down up here.
Yep.
I'm gonna go down shortly.
Oh, my back.
Who needs help? Who should I help?
Start dragging people back. Start dragging people back. Don't do shit here.
Alright, I'm carrying Dutch.
I think I'm
taking fire.
I'm
not
stable
letting
right
the
now.
marksman buddy goes on.
Someone pop
I got you,
smoke.
man, dude.
I don't have smoke. I can't pop it.
Alright, if you say so, I'll believe you.
Hey, we got 2 down back here.
Is the medic up?
No.
Hello, triage center. Dr. Kuma is here.
Hello, doctor.
I'm working on both Cosmic and
Thought I wish you were a medical doctor instead of a QS
the Black.
I'm a doctor of
Really used to help.
pain, Gordon.
Alright, give him the morphine. Give him the epi.
Do any of you guys have smoke?
Hello. Oh. Cool, who's next? Oh, Jesus Christ. Starvolt, Starvolt being down again. Sorry, I'm not...
Who's this? We got a Roselle.
He's been shot again. Right? It's not like he's been down all that time and then got shot on the floor. Oh shit.
Yeah, they're both stable at the moment. I've got the bleeding to stop, but they're still in pretty bad shape.
So, who's good for now? Who's next? Alright. Ram, hello, you're coming away from me. I'm going over here.
Yeah, there's also more down out in the middle of the field.
Well, that's your problem. Bring me over here and I'll get him.
How many guys do you have up over here?
I'm the only one up.
Alright.
Everyone else is down.
I'll get you.
Roger, and two more down people over here.
You think you can cover me while I go and retrieve them? Oh fuck! Hey, Wallace is down.
Klima, I understand you. So I'll give you a deal. CPR
Move away from there. Move away. Don't go there.
Yeah, there's also 2 down in the middle of the field. What are you do about this?
right now, make sure that things are harder.
Just let me know what you want me to do.
Alright, Klima. You're getting a pack right now, but it'll take another 20 seconds. Hold on to that.
Yeah, Cosmic's good. I stabilized him, but
Three, okay, Klima, you have a clean bill of health. Alright, welcome back, Starvolt.
Hello, Harold. Can you hear me?
Yep.
It's just you and me dead, eh?
I just died.
Yeah.
Yeah, it turns out pushing into an open field with no cover is a bad idea.
Yeah, I don't know.
Shit.
I don't know what else I could have done there.
The only thing is probably not try to heal them where they were.
Dutch had no pulse and was out of blood. I had to CPR him.
I died carrying Dutch back.
I had both my legs tourniqueted.
Yeah.
I saw Dutch had several tourniquets on him when I picked him up.
Oh my god.
So does it say that our role will be unspecified and be chosen automatically? For you guys?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So is it late respawn and we'll all spawn at once, or is it timed from when we die?
What's your timer?
Yeah, what's
2:10.
Then
That'll
I
be a
wait
wave.
because I have the same.
Excellent.
All right, learn my lesson. Take it more cautiously.
I was gonna say, or when Gibbs spawned or died, I was like, you know, it turns out that rushing into an open field with little cover is a bad idea.
Well, it looks like everyone that made it behind the trench line is gonna survive at least.
I can't even see anything. Or are you guys? Are you spectating?
I'm spectating.
Because of this respawn system, sometimes breaks the spectator that comes with like ace and stuff. So sometimes it just breaks. So if I go to spectator, I just see where I'm going to be. Like I'm literally just looking through my own eyes where I'm going to be when I spawn.
Huh.
For this one?
Yeah, I'm just kind of hovering above our squad.
Those two guys are dead. I'm not sure about Harold further up.
Yeah, that went to hell in a handbasket.
We've never, to this day, C has never done a beach landing normal.
It's almost like beach landings are generally a bad idea.
There's a moment where I saw some buildings, and I was like, if we can just make it to buildings. Props to the medics though, listening to them, they were really on top of it, so.
That
Gibson,
being
I think
said,
Bubba's is the 1-2 medic, they're on top of it, so.
Those buildings were full of VI until they just got Zeused away a moment ago. So, damned if you did, damned if you didn't.
Also, y'all, you're loading the anything you picked up from the arsenal crates or anything you corrected should still be there when you respawn using this, so.
Are we spawning at the ship?
I don't know. We're about to find out.
Okay.
I think we are actually.
It's really keeping you down here, so I'm doing the best I can, but we're just limited by technicalities.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, Dutch, I can't. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw your thing over your head going, but I couldn't hear you. But now I can.
Make sure you guys have a radio.
Where everything is. Okay, so no one made it very far. Just that one beach seemed. We seem to have hit right in the smack between their bunker complex and something else, so it actually wasn't as bad as it looked.
So I used my AT before I died. Should I pick up another one?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Dutch, I tried so hard to save you.
I heard it was. I'm so proud of you, buddy. 1-1 in command.
And Harold, it was you that crawled up and tried to help, right?
Wrong net, but our KI
Thanks.
respawn. I'll switch nets in a second.
I dropped a few people that came up, but and I was like dying, but I was like trying to lay down suppressing fire.
Yeah, it's just a mess. Because once Dutch had a fatal blood loss and he had no pulse, I'm like,
As soon as we took fire from the site and hotel company weren't filling it, I knew it was gonna get bad. I was like, we need to... I had 3 Steam messages going. Drac was asking me to get something from Ronin. I had PlatoonNet asking me something in reference to Baron on CompanyNet. My brain is on fucking fire.
Yeah.
I passed it up to Baron that we've respawned. They will handle it. I know that Baron was on our position right before I died, so.
Copy.
Okay.
The-
Not
the-
too particularly.
I was see if I can get a hold of Volk,
So
but...
I kind of expected that we were gonna get our shit shellacked anyway.
Yeah.
So
Never
it's
expected
not
it.
a huge deal.
Also, all of our ammo
Man,
and
1-1?
grenades are the same as when we died, so grab smoke if you need it.
Oh. I don't know if I want to grab another box. I should.
Command, 1-1.
Yeah, I picked up some extra smoke grenades, because apparently that's what we need.
1-2.
And then also drop your empty mags or partials.
Just checking, I was trying to raise platoon.
As a good medic, I didn't even fire a shot.
You think I'm having a busy time? Ronin has to also manage all of this whilst being out there. He's literally where we all died.
Again, welcome to my average night of squad.
I also think the Volk might be down. I can't raise him, but I can raise Wallace on the platoon net.
So I did grab a couple smoke grenades, even though they're not on my kit. You think that'll be chill?
Yeah, I don't think anyone will court-martial you for it, so...
Well, I'm just trying to make sure that I've got it as accurate as possible.
Alright. See if I can raise... Can I raise Volk? I think I can.
Thank you for reminding me to get smoke grenades. That is the one thing I did expend plus bandages.
Yeah, I had to grab some more band-aids as well. We're using just the basics for
Basic
today,
bandages,
You guys are gonna have basics, I'm gonna have the better stuff.
Okay. Yeah, I just grabbed a few basics. Because I used a number while up there.
I'm debating not grabbing another box.
I'll switch over to Baron and ask.
Drop my half-empty one.
Yeah.
Baron, Charlie
I mean, given the weight issues we've been having, I think you'd be fine.
What's the situation vis-a-vis us spawning on the boat?
Do I have a pistol? I do. Alright, whatever.
1-1 copies.
That's still 300 and something rounds. I should be okay.
Yeah.
Hey, FYI, my 343 channel reset.
Company command say they want to take the bunker complex before they ship more men onto the beach because they don't, I assume because they don't want us to get shot and die again. There is a boat, I think, on the starboard side. There's another boat, but we could wait till they take the bunker complex and see what happens, or raid the whole boat there.
Yeah, that was fucking great. You, like, turned around and then a boat just spawned.
Also, make sure you guys reset your 343. It reset to 1.
I mean, okay, let's go to our beach.
Oh man,
we'll
I got.
Beach again because it's the most center point.
Can we just
off
like
the boat?
jump?
I mean, you probably could live, but you'd hit the boat and die.
Well, no, I'm gonna. That water takes like a good minute.
I'm gonna switch back to our platoon.
I'm gonna climb, so when you guys are dead, someone can load you in and I can heal you.
Did they die?
An
They
idea.
jumped off. Nope, they're fine. Okay.
Can confirm that is faster.
You can get into the boat from the ladder, FYI.
That's way faster.
I'll be right back.
And here we got Erickson doing it the right way.
Who?
Alright, if we're all in, take us back to our original beach at Bravo.
everybody
It's the
ready?
most central point. Erickson will get you to Hotel 1-1 as soon as possible. I think that's all of us. Yeah. I hope no one respawns in the next 20 seconds.
Can I go?
No,
Yeah.
it's way
A-farm.
by a couple minutes.
You can go.
Yeah.
I got my answer about whether Volk's dead. He just messaged me, "Are you still dead?" in all caps.
Well, are you still dead?
I sure feel it. Also, kind of notice we're not in a squad anymore. We'll fix that. That's easy and correct.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Alright, I'm back. My favorite part about lying there dying was hearing Bubba's just calmly tending to people 10 meters away.
He was very, very polite and very calm. I was very proud of him.
You can ace interact on, yeah. Also, this fucking GMG has thermal.
Yep.
Yeah, if you guys want to, like, ace interact with the passengers, join on me. If we're maybe in 1-1. Platoon, repeat, was that for 1-1? Guess not. Fuck me up the ass.
So apparently, if I click while I am outside,
hold on,
in
break
alt
for a
tab.
second, Roast. So when we get up there, Dutch, whoever's in 1-1, we'll have to join back on them, so we're on that marker.
True. Yep. Good. Thank you for reminding me.
I'm a good boy. I look at them.
I'm so used to being able to edit our markers on the fly. Something else Bubba should be very proud of.
Was that him?
Yeah, the smooth markers, that's all Bubba's.
Oh shit, I didn't know.
I don't know if the like editing is him, but like all the new markers that like all the new smooth markers
super
are.
fucking incredible.
Yeah, those are all him. Yeah.
I knew he tested it like ages ago, but I didn't know it was his.
Yeah, it was the most recent framework rewrite for main, so. Alright, it looks like we've got a pretty good parallel along the beach at a car complex now, so we'll... Looks like 1-1 is up by 1-2 still, so we'll head up there. Baron looks like they're in the midpoint, so Erickson, when you dismount, company command is not too far away.
Yeah, roger that. I'm gonna try to make it back to my guys. Where I'm supposed to go with you.
1-1, all Charlie, 1 Vix is platoon command up. Vix? I meant vectors. Fuck, I'm so stupid! I haven't heard on platoon net in a while, so.
Well, we do have to worry about like range and like antenna locations and shit.
Yeah, true. I could hear Wallace from the boat though.
Maybe he has a big old antenna.
Yeah, up his ass. You know that sick burn on Wallace that he'll never hear?
Oh, I got him, dude.
Got him.
I'm gonna send him a message on Discord and be like, dude, I know that you just felt that.
Yeah, that wound that just reopened on you. We know what caused it. Don't worry. Where's that for? The only cast for a 2 platoon company.
I feel bad for this Erickson feller here having to listen to us like fucking be retarded.
Huh?
See, he didn't even listen.
Alright, probably the better option.
Calling me retarded, son?
No,
No, we're
I'm
calling
not
him
retarded.
About to get a big ass blue on blue.
I said the combined arms is retarded.
No one disputed you.
I'm correcting so that Erickson does not think I was calling him retarded.
I had to wear a helmet in the bathtub till I was 22. I knew you'd laugh. Now I just need to wear floaties, so I'm okay.
That would be perfect. Damn, Bishop's way up there.
1-1 Charlie platoon. Okay, we're having to link up in person and see what's going on.
Dutch, heads up, I am gonna get
Clear on
Bubba's
thermals.
some of my medical supply to make up for all that.
Yeah, A-farm. Okay. Let me get it. Oh. Alright, let me tally. So 1-1 is toward the right northwest. 1-2, Hotel 1-2 are also up there. So, Erickson, you want to stick with us while we get there, and then we'll patch you off to Hotel 1-2, and they can get you to your guys. Just in case you get shot. I don't want you getting shot on your own. It should be clear to the bunker complex because I see Baron on there. So.
And I do know how to use advanced medical. Don't worry.
It's reassuring to hear from the medic.
Are you on the right channel?
Is Volk dead? Huh.
So remember to lower your weapon for stamina, so we don't get fucked by that
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
It doesn't matter for me. I'm too fat.
Just don't be fat.
I don't want to hear anyone at Command Arms talk about advanced fatigue ever again. I don't want the subject to ever come up. Anyone who talks about it will be summarily shot.
Oh, that's good. As soon as I put my weapon away, my stamina started going away faster.
Oh, lovely.
I have to assume Volk is too big. Hey, no, solid copy. We are back inbound with our KIA and one Hotel 1-1's.
So why did we come into the open field instead of that broken building there?
I don't know, I can't hear you over my heart struggling to pump fucking blood to my extremities.
You want me to carry?
I'll get there.
Volk, could you pass along to Baron that we have one of Hotel's men? He may have to come and pick him up because we don't want to take him all the way with us.
Dutch, just so you know, I'm at real fat man hours.
Yeah, I have to stop. I have to physically stop.
It's almost like you should have been walking the whole time.
Yeah, except I just got told we have to hustle. I repeat. He didn't say
Hey, Harold, be
hustle,
advised,
so
the remnants of 1-1 is on the
position, pick up
bunker system.
Drop Erickson off with Baron. He'll take them to
Yeah,
Hotel
we're
1-1,
gonna move up
and
to you, but we're fat right now.
No worries, we're just holding with 1-2, picking up one of their casualties.
Also, Dutch is alive again, so he is the man of authority here.
Bleeding from what?
Who is that actually? Oh, that's them.
Heard fake Dutch speak.
I haven't had my 343 on channel 5 since I spawned.
It was mentioned 3 times while we were on the boat.
Is Bubba's with you guys?
Busy making jokes about floating.
Oh, Bubba's dead.
No, Bubba's is with us.
Isn't with us.
Copy.
Stroke, don't mind me. Stop stroking off in the middle of the mission, Fuda. Can't help it.
1-1, do you have Baron there with you?
He's just to our
1-1, make sure you join up on Lucas and Cosmic or Blackhawk.
Well, which direction? And first of all, what's the difference?
Bubba's.
Hello. There we go.
Hello.
Have at my backpack for supplies.
Oh, thank
Ronan?
God. You're a savior.
I bring you Erickson from Hotel 1-1. He's over there.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
go
ahead with the assumption that you're correct, because I don't actually know, man.
Up that hill.
I just spent all my time just like blasting away at medics.
Yeah,
Okay, we gotta move.
Oh my god, can we go?
I feel like I have
Alright,
good evidence.
thank you. Let's go, let's go.
I got Alright, 1-1, we are moving north to catch up with 1-2.
Okay, that's good. Let's go north.
You can take more if you need to, Bubba's.
Well, I need to leave you.
Those of you who are KIA, you can
I know,
join
but
on
you
the
used a fuck ton.
One stop.
Tell you what, you're probably not going to be too far behind if I run out of Holland.
Alright, fair enough.
How's it been going for you anyway?
Well, I got to listen to your stately bedside manner while I died.
I think that's the date again.
Oh, I need to join their group, hold up.
Do you have big boxes or small boxes?
I have small boxes.
Then you are mine.
Ah, okay.
Because I just have an MX, but bigger.
Okay, yeah.
MX
I've got 100
will
round
shoot
sticks
again.
for you.
Yeah.
We're
Whereas
on our
Harold
way
has
to
the
north,
chunk.
With C1A,
Yeah, and I have to carry my
C12 is
own
to
ammo.
our
Really?
west, so I think we need to go west.
Yes, I do.
We're
Yeah,
currently
shit,
with
yeah.
actual
That's why I was saying it
elite
doesn't really
west,
matter.
catch up with you.
Yeah.
Because anyone can use those.
Cut a little bit northwest, guys.
There was a 30 mil, yeah.
Yeah, the 30 mil just hadn't been spotted yet.
I would say it's more like a point.
Man, everyone's gonna be stamped out again.
Fuck, this is where the bicycle backpack mod would come in handy.
Imagine you being slow could never be me.
When you're a big thick boy.
Dude, I want to be able to fucking aim, okay?
Yeah, I have to wait like a minute to take a shot when I've been running. How heavy are you, Zach?
Yeah, like, even when I was holding my breath,
26
I was
kilograms.
still...
26? I'm 40.
Oh, you think that's bad? I'm 34
1-1,
kilograms.
we're already north. We're
I'm
going
40
further.
kilograms.
Fuck.
I might have.
We're now moving for everyone who's we're catching up with 1-4, not 1-2. I'm aware that that's a stamina issue.
the gang back here.
I actually don't know what takes up so much weight. I think it's a sniper.
It's probably your armor, honestly. Like, can I just take a fucking bandolier instead of this plate carrier?
Try the slower combat
chest rig?
space. It's working for me.
How heavy are you, Gibbs?
Those who are interested, when we get to 1-4, we're going to stop moving for a very long time.
36 kill.
Still not as heavy as me somehow.
Everyone who's got stamina, we're going to hold at the next road and wait for the fatties to catch up.
I'll remember that next time you want your life saved.
Okay, yeah, this is a little bit better.
Yeah, it's not dropping near as fast.
Just remember, in Tarkov...
Just don't forget your earplugs this time, by the way.
I'm just gonna... If they're waiting for Stam, I'm just gonna...
Thanks for reminding me.
along the way. Clearly
Did you not have them in again? No, I took them out when I was on the ship, so I was trying to speak to someone else, but they weren't talking to me. The Klima, it's gone native, don't forget. And then there was a dude from the other group, I was like, what do we do when we're just on the ship? And he shouldn't even say anything.
I have like 3 3/4 bars of stamina now, or 2 3/4 rather.
Yeah, that's around mine. You should be fine.
Yeah, I might be able to aim. We'll see.
Like, why do I don't want the 500 mil scaling. It's a lot of weight. I don't want it.
Oh, you steal some?
Do I really need an IR strobe?
Can you
Probably
hold
not.
some of mine for me?
I don't have any in my I don't have any backpack.
Holy shit!
I don't need you guys to be in full stamina. I need
Half a
to know when you were
kilogram.
good to move
Jesus.
across the same distance again to the Overwatch. I
I
don't
know,
need
they
you to
weigh
be
a
like
lot.
fighting
You-
fit. I think you have some energy.
Fuck me.
See, IR strobe. Yeah, why the fuck do I have a half-liter saline? I'm not a medic.
Because it's intentional.
When medics work on you, they'll take your stuff first.
Yeah.
Ah. Okay, that makes sense then.
Fuck it.
Dude, the funny thing is I don't have saline on me.
Are we moving to
Hey, medic, what's your
Sea
weight?
Platoon Overwatch?
36.
Yeah, we're moving up to 1-4.
Okay. How much?
All right, are we good to move?
How many
You
rounds
feeling,
do you
you
have?
feeling fit? You feeling fit?
I've got 15 7-rounders.
I'm
Are we
goodish.
ready for
Well, you got
another raid on the
15,
magic
10
bus?
rounds? I'm not carrying
Are we
this
ready to
shit.
go?
You don't need it. I'm goodish.
Nah, I just picked a load more up.
Alright, 1-1, if you're good to go, we're going now. You can start your
Yeah,
rotation.
let's just carry extra rounds when we got.
Well, there goes the
He
helicopter.
flew over from the
Don't worry
east
about
and hit our
Was
chopper.
that us?
Oh shit! I figured out how to get the bearing.
How?
That was another helicopter again.
Oh, bad frag! Bad frag!
Fuck. Shit.
How is that not a math cast?
Did anybody else get hit or just
Everyone,
me?
You can blame fucking Cosmic for saying try tab G to get the range in the rangefinder. So fuck you, Cosmic.
Alright, you'll be okay?
Yeah.
Alright.
Medic stable.
I want you guys to know what tree is standing on that burnt out big of
Am I the only fucking one that got hit? Okay,
Keep
God.
going,
Thank God.
Fuck me.
No, I got hurt too, but
No,
I'm okay.
all of us.
Let me
got
stitch
hurt.
you, hold up.
Yeah.
Anybody that needs stitches, wait for me.
I think I need something on my right leg.
Okay, you're good to go. We'll handle the rest later.
Is a.
I'm stitching
When it
it.
says.
So I need everyone's opinion on this.
So if it's S, it means I need to stitch it, or a B or whatever.
The other side.
It says
they sound exactly
yeah, you're good
like
now.
fucking Dutch. Am I wrong?
We're good?
Yeah, we're good. I'm gonna have to give
I
it
think it was grapnel, but I bandaged
Well,
it,
they
so
are brothers.
if I go down later, you'll know why.
Wait, hold up. Let me stitch you.
Yes.
The time is proportional to the wound, so it's even easier if it's just a couple. Okay, you're set. When we get to where we're going, I'm going to set up an aid station and use packs.
Copy. Press tab G.
Yeah.
Fuck me. 1-1 arrived at 1-4.
It's not. I can do tab T and I can tell you that direction is bearing 164.
Lucas,
Go
into your Arma settings.
Oh, sorry.
Alright, Volk, what's the plan here?
It's just go into your Arma
Okay,
settings.
so I need you guys to go and join up with 1-4,
I have
okay?
left
From
control added.
1-4's position, from 1-4's position up there, okay? Then because you've got a DM and a sniper amongst your group, they've got a DM
Jackals.
as well, plus an AT set up. So with 3 long guns plus the AT, that should be a pretty nice Overwatch position.
Volk,
Once you get up there, Dutch,
He's on the
you're in
radio,
command.
shut
Of the, once you get up there, Dutch, you take command of the Overwatch position overall, and basically provide whatever support you can into Kalachori, but you're acting as a blocking force to the north and east, okay?
For that. Alright.
Got it.
Alright, 1-1. We are going northwest of the 1-4. This is the last leg of it. Here we go.
How do my range fighters work?
Fuda, come here. Fuda.
I just gave you 1,000 milliliters. You should be okay.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it.
Yep.
I couldn't find anything in controls.
You gotta go under wax.
Futa. Come here,
I'll help you
retard.
figure it out once we get up.
No. Yes.
Alright, look through them.
Because it's the same thing as what my tube needs for the ranging.
It's like, I mean, all the other range stuff, in my experience, has just been T or L. Well, it's not doing it with this.
Well, yeah.
No, it's Vector 2-1 Knight. Yep.
I think that's RHS one, isn't it?
I think so, yeah. Whichever one is the later designator one, which also gives you a range. If you hit left click, then it pops out.
Yeah. Also,
Yeah.
pro tip: you guys can still have stamina if you go to the slower combat pace.
Pardon?
It doesn't take any stam for me at least.
How'd you do that?
Double
C.
tap C. And I'm not taking any stam while
Holy fuck,
maintaining
I
space.
did not know about this.
I forgot it was a thing, then Gibbs mentioned it. And now I'll be able to fucking aim when we get up there.
That's really cool.
Meanwhile, those guys up there are gonna be able to aim worth a shit.
Fuck those guys. Skinny boys.
Well, the thing is that I think for Harold it doesn't matter. Even
Look at
Yeah,
Blackfoot.
for
He's
Harold
keeping
it's
pace
fucked,
running
but
backwards.
everyone else,
Fuck you.
it's okay. He was expending stamina to do that.
not all that much though.
No, fair. Stamina master race.
Yeah, because I remembered with advanced fatigue how to run correctly. Weapon down, double tap C to go slower.
Yeah.
Use aim stamina.
I've always thought about
Welcome
lowering
to the
your
game
weapon.
where you have to remember how to run correctly.
See, it's once we had the hardcore advanced stamina from Antistasi from you,
Oh my god.
I learned how to run.
That was ridiculous. We couldn't play normally because we couldn't have like fucking loads of AT and like fucking loads of mags on us.
Man, I miss our old anti-Stasi days.
Yeah. We had like
Pops up
3
every-
helicopters. It was fun.
What are you making? Okay. Man, I
They
love
are
when people
teams.
stick their head in my door and just stare at me and mumble.
Pardon?
Someone just stuck their head in my door and mumbled at me. And then just continued staring when I said what. On the other side, in about half an hour, I'm gonna get pizza that I didn't have to do anything for.
1-1 when you get here, set up positions.
Say what?
Pardon? Wait, they're fucking handicapping us. Me and Zan had to fucking pester to get range cards, then we got given broken rangefinders.
Alright, once you guys get in same positions.
What on earth is this?
This is an earthwork.
Someone shot them.
Yeah, we've literally had like 0. How about take a look at your rating?
No.
Just confirming, north and east is our priority fire sector.
We had a heavy break, or heavy attack at the start. We got fucked.
Cosmic maybe bad frag the squad.
I heard.
Yeah, go for it.
Presses G.
Clear back, man.
No,
Clear
I held tab then press G.
Oh, you know what you need to do is you need to clear your shit. I'm peeing.
Oh, fucking hell. Oh my god. It just fucking floated.
Right, right, everyone, hold comms a second. Everyone, including the
One of our
other
fire sectors are.
squad.
Wait, where's Roselle?
Right,
I'm right
squad
here.
1.
Oh my god!
Cover!
Where are we taking fire from?
Walk it down.
Contact to the west.
Oh god, I'm stuck.
Squad 1, I have made a separate trench
Jack,
for
hold.
Lucas, if you guys want to put him over there.
The attacking
Just to the
California
north.
will be happening in a few minutes. Charlie
I need
1-3 and
bandage.
1-2 move into the Charlie platoon assault area and prepare to move.
Jack, hold still.
Actually, negative. Charlie 1-3 move to the Charlie platoon assault. Charlie 1-2, I'm going to have you move to MRP 45.
Can I get a confirm you said
You need to be
1-2,
stitched,
use
sorry.
the defilade that you're currently in order to get there.
I'm just gonna double check with command.
I mean, if they're shooting you from west, turn west. I'm just, you know.
Yes, Jack, you're good.
3-1-4 for the avoidance of all doubt. If they're shooting at you, fucking fire back.
We tried to
Somewhere
let
vaguely west.
Hey, Gibbs.
Bioing triangle.
How you liking the medic
come to the north.
Oh, it's great. It's great.
Yeah, I really like it.
Oh, I'm gonna move mine further up since yours is right here.
I'll just pick it up, it's fine.
Give me a second.
Well, it just I'm saying if you leave yours here, mine's up there, we have more coverage.
Oh, okay, but you are, of course, fire at will.
Don't know.
Yeah, hey, come on.
Confirm, but if I fire right now, I'm gonna shoot the shit out of 1-2, so I'm not gonna do that.
Headshot? They're exactly 200 meters. I got all three.
I got shot. In the elephant grass.
I was just looking at
Can I get a
rough
medic
range
when
for, like,
you
the
get
closest
us?
building
Another
so I could like, check my GL.
Buckethead, sorry, Buckethead,
Gotcha.
do not get up. Do not get up, Buckethead.
Yeah, they're not shooting users. Hey, don't move it.
Why, dude?
180, thank you. I can work from there.
What?
Oh, thank
Okay,
you.
you're fine.
Another one getting up from the tree.
You're set.
400 it is.
Ow, I'm hit, I'm hit.
You're down.
I literally don't see anything. Oh, there they are.
Yeah, I can't see anything.
Medic.
Lab, get down.
They're that way. About 259.
Hit you in the head.
Follow Baron, mate. Follow Baron.
259.
255. Another one in the trees and in the bush.
Over there.
He's
Sorry
dead.
about it. What are you doing it?
Dutch, if you move up here, they're shooting at
Another one,
255 to
259. He's in the trees. In the bush.
About 400.
Gibbs, let me know, if you set up an 8 area,
I need a medic.
Copy.
There you go.
Rose,
Lab, I'm working on you right now.
Who needs help?
not
Okay,
stand
thank
Lab,
you.
you're set.
up. If you stand up and if I'm firing, I'm gonna bonk you in the head with fucking...
Right, squad 4.
Dutch, I can bandage them at the front line, or I can do it at the back. Your choice.
I swear we're taking fire somewhere from the right as well. I just can't
1-3 and 1-2 are attacking Kalachori now, so be friendly. Be careful, you don't want to engage in hit.
Roll back, there are medics behind us, so just get into cover behind.
If you are hit, I need you to fall back to the southeast of our hill. They will have an aid station nearby.
Southeast aid station, got it.
Hey, they're about 50 meters.
There's so many trenches, it's actually hard to maneuver around these.
Oh, what's up, Nilhead?
Hey, what's up, man?
1.4. Been a while.
Yeah, it is.
They chucked it.
I think they chucked it.
Yeah,
Who the
friendlies.
fuck do you think's got an arm like that?
Friendlies might be throwing smoke in order to cover the advance, so it could be
No,
friendlies.
that's definitely enemy, but you have Hotel 1-4 on the other side of that.
Roselle, which control action is it we were talking about before?
I'm going to stand a bit further back.
Yeah, please do.
Get down, Mr. President.
Yes.
It's okay, we've found it.
Who's screaming?
And there is a god. Lucas has solved the rangefinder.
I was gonna say, like, technically that counts as another thing, like another time you heard something about the rangefinder, so...
You guys realise the rangefinder information was like in that little packet we had to read, right?
You think Lucas read the information packet?
Oh, I think I hear Klima.
Yeah, I know Klima.
There is an exception. He doesn't come around the Discord very often, doesn't read every ping. Exception. Lucas is an active daily member who posts every fucking goddamn day.
Hey, we have a beachhead.
And who was told to press G to range your vectors. Went, okay, I'll press G and...
No, you don't have to do it. You have to.
That's a big guy.
Getting his pack.
And then let go.
Direction?
That's
I don't know, I can hear it.
I think that's a fallback from the RHS stuff, back when it had its own menu and stuff.
It's going do 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 do.
Here, let me pack you, Jack.
I got. Okay, thank you.
Southwest. I have my volume.
Because don't look at the fucking ground.
Packed by a man from Georgia.
God damn it.
Oh,
One
nice little...
white boys,
Oh,
four. We
rain.
have at least
Hey.
one fire team facing towards the northeast. While we
Okay, you're
maybe
good.
attack you.
Can you guys stop fucking walking in
I
front
don't
of
want
the
to get
big
fucking
machine
stepped
gun,
on.
please?
Harold, I have a rangefinder that works.
Yeah, I don't give
Be
a
advised, guys,
fuck.
one of our fire sectors is to the northeast, just in case something tries to flank us, so be aware you may have to turn that direction.
Okay, I think
I'm
everybody's
gonna be at the
treated.
highest position I can possibly be on this pathetic little puny.
Have you guys seen any
Hey,
combat?
what was your burst?
See, it would be better if, like, we
I don't give
actually
a fuck
were getting
who's here
shot at.
first. I got a bigger gun.
Because we've just been walking around for, like, the whole mission.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd definitely like to see this in normal missions, though.
Yeah, same. We had a good opportunity to use it back when we got wiped, but I got killed, so it didn't really matter.
You gave it to Carl.
But I think Bubba set it up. He seems like he treated everybody who survived and half his squad too.
Sorry?
You hold tab, you hold R.
Were you still making fucking trenches?
Yes. You don't
Hey,
even need
it's
tap,
funny,
you just hold R for
Pristine
range, tab for
entertainment here.
Please.
asthma.
More trenches than the
God damn it.
Car.
Fuck that.
Break,
Put me
break,
in a
break.
harness.
270.
Just have me,
I think
like,
I have a
hang
vehicle.
from the helicopter.
Wait, one.
You need to use smoke to get in there. Then
270?
Use 1-3 if you need
Yep,
more fire
almost
support
direct
than,
west.
Fire support to get up that
Range?
I don't know, range.
Oh,
just
I
above
can
the
help.
bushes.
I can help.
Shut the fuck up.
Fuck it, you're clear to engage.
I don't
Make
know
sure
what
your
it
backpass
is.
is clear.
Where?
Fuck it, please tell me before you shoot that, by the
Okay,
way.
Oh
where are
my
you
god.
from?
270 is 894 meters to the gas station.
I think 1-2 are
What
just
gas
going to smoke
station?
and
I
run.
didn't see a gas station.
I can't see your target now. Oh,
What the fuck?
Buckethead.
I didn't
Did
shoot
you
anyone.
Yeah, Buckethead did.
Right. Don't know if that's friendly or not.
That
Oh, it's
was
a blown up
destroyed,
tank.
by the way, so, yeah.
Oh, is that the
Anything
dead
that far
helicopter that
forward
was
is
been
not
there
gonna
for
be
ages?
I'm
That
sorry,
was
can I-
indeed the dead
That
helicopter that's been
is
here
a
for
dead
ages.
Can I just
helicopter.
actually bring up
Excellent.
the fact that we just fired ordnance and then someone says, I don't know if that was friendly or not?
Any contact in the town.
I just called it in because I saw it
No,
on thermals.
no,
so I
Harold,
got not
Harold,
fired.
What makes it better? What makes it better is
South
we engaged the already dead tank.
Can we,
It's extra dead.
Can we get an ammo count on the rockets?
Well, I've got one that I'm keeping as an emergency.
Hey, those
What do the
trucks
rest
up
have?
the hill that we hit with AT.
I have two.
Yeah, wait one. Max got two.
What was that?
Those trucks up there, they look back to normal that we hit with AT.
Squad 4, any of you with
Point
rockets,
again,
if I could get a rocket count, that'd be appreciated, thanks.
Like up on the top of that hill.
Bucket has 1 or 2, I think.
That is you just want to lay down.
I'm not sure.
I mean, it'd be good for me, so I can actually do something.
Vault, we have 5 rockets in total.
We were joking about it on that ship, you know. So we chucking a frag when everyone's around.
Yeah. I've got eyes on trucks west on the hilltop.
Nah, the one on the right seems hit.
Oh, there's those ones we spotted ages ago. Would have been engaged. We asked permission and we got denied, and someone else blew them up. There was a story of the whole mission.
I got a pistol. I don't need a rifle. I got a pistol.
Can I just point out that we're technically the Underwatch right now?
Like one of the 3 survivors of the original clusterfuck position.
But the reason we're an Underwatch is because the other name is currently trademarked by a certain company, and we didn't want to get slapped with copyright.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair about the branding, but what about the execution?
Fucking built this.
Right, I think Bolt wanted to say something important.
Yeah, Sniper went nuts.
Where did he go? Where did he go? I just saw him. There he is. Fuck me,
I
I
haven't
back
seen
over
a
the trench.
single enemy in town.
Well, we really can't see town at all from here.
Yeah? Okay, what's your squad comp? What you got?
Oh, I mean, I got a full
bearing
complement.
2, 4,
It's just if
5.
you look
Right,
over,
right,
we can see
Are they friendly?
We can see the edge of town.
Yes,
That's
those
friendlies.
are definitely friendlies.
We can see the edge of town, but anything past those
those are
initial buildings,
friendlies.
we're not going to see.
Okay. Right.
If
Well, in
I
that
mean,
case,
I know we're worried about the north, but if they need us to come off and hit the
right. Okay.
other
How
side
many
of town, we
how many
can do that.
riflemen have you got?
Enough.
I mean, I can put this thing to full auto.
Every marine or rifleman, sorry.
Like, okay. How many riflemen?
Honestly,
do you have?
generally like 2. Like
I mean, technically,
generally
squad 4
2.
does
Everyone
not
else
have a
is
single
special.
rifle.
Okay. Car, how many have you got?
Well, every soldier's a rifle.
Technically 1.
Hey, we got a Vic.
Troop transport in town, west
290.
northwest, moving geese.
Whoa. Right. Am I clear to engage that?
I lost sight of it.
Let me
Mac,
at
have
it.
you got eyes?
Let me
Oh, yeah.
fucking at it.
He's fine
Oh
right
yeah, it's
now.
moving
He's
fast in town.
Oh yeah, I
south.
see
He's
him.
going south.
Anyone in squad 4 got lock?
He lost visual.
It's no direct west of you. It's direct west.
284.
We're gonna hit as hard as we can right now.
Yeah,
Zan,
it's
can you
moving
step
close.
fuck back?
Boom,
Because
it's
my
gone.
rocket crew are going to backfire.
You got. Oh, it missed. That rocket missed.
Right. Okay. Dutch.
262. Another
Yeah.
rocket missed.
Your guys. What's your squad comp?
Nope, that one was a
We're
hit.
mostly MGs and
six.
DMRs.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, but I
Fuck
got
down.
8 guys, so...
Dutch, push the town. Move south from here to join the roadway and move into Kalachori. Leave
1-1 on me, moving south.
Leave the sniper here. Take the DM with you.
Okay.
Okay, Lucas, you're on Overwatch.
I'll remember you.
Oh shit.
I'm concerned about this for me, but
Oh no, Lucas, no, not don't take Lucas.
Okay, so apparently we had leftover pizza from a night or 2 ago, so now I got hot pizza delivered to me. Nice. I didn't even have to leave my seat. I like
Hey, Dutch.
Yeah.
The slower ones have to move at a slow combat pace, just FYI.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna... Harold, you're on point, so we're moving as fast as you can move.
okay.
We're just heading into town and hitting targets.
I'm just making sure we got everybody here. All right. I'm
Harold's
keeping my
on
gun
point.
up
You
for
don't go
this.
past him.
Because he's the slowest one, so if everyone's behind him, Are you,
1-1, let's head west
are
through
you
this
using
elephant
the
grass
slow
into that
combat pace?
construction building to get into hard cover as fast as possible.
I can catch up with you once I regain pulmonary function.
Alright, you're not currently out of breath and fat if you move west.
I'll keep with you guys as best I can. That's why when he was like, you guys should move up, I'm like,
Figures so they get contact as soon as we leave.
Well, I mean, to be fair, there but that's above my pay grade.
Yeah. Oh shit. Shit. I'm hit. I'm hit.
Need security on it, cleared first.
Yep. I'm just
then
moving.
get some vantage points so we can have contact with us.
Harold's getting hit. Harold's getting
Pop
hit.
down behind this wall.
Construction yard is clear.
I'm okay. I can handle.
From the south. I can't see where. No stamina to move.
I'm popping smoke for you. South, blue window. Second story. Right of next building right. Next building right with the blue windows.
Okay. I'm okay. You good?
Nope.
Okay. Get in behind the cover, Crush then.
There are definitely friendlies to our south. There's also some contact close southwest, I think.
I'm going as fast as I can, man.
Yeah.
Come on, game. Stop being a fucking asshole. Okay.
Bandage your arm.
Okay, you know what? I'm getting rid of this fucking site. I can't hit dicks with it.
Game, let me fucking... Oh, I don't have any more bandages.
Okay, that's fine. I got it.
Or was I... No? Yeah, I was just trying to do myself.
I got it. I got it.
Yeah, I'll switch to irons and I'm immediately... Okay, he's down.
Gibbs is working on me right now.
Stitching up.
I'm covering them.
Oof.
One, whereabouts you taking fire from?
South of locale.
It was one guy to the south. I took care of him. There might be more though.
Giving you blood.
There's definitely more contact to the northwest of us. So let's try to take what we can see first, and if we need to, we can bounce to other compounds.
Oh, you know what? I need to do the most
I
important
don't have
thing.
line of sight for you guys, sorry.
Oh, I can't. Fuck. Do I not have them? Oh, these bastards. I can't wipe my glasses off, Gibbs.
Yeah, you can.
No, I can't.
Control Shift T.
I swear to God, if that shoots me somehow.
Yeah, literally, I'm like, you just said 3 buttons, and that's... I don't trust it.
That's the default bind, at least. And I just wiped my glasses.
Okay,
See?
start crawling.
Look at me, Harold.
Okay, it worked.
Let's just crawl to the building, and by then you should have enough blood that I can fully heal you.
Okay. Thank God I have all this armor on.
Yeah.
I took like 4 shots.
Yeah, I saw you were down and just fucking popped smoke because I couldn't tell where you were getting shot at from.
I couldn't either. I was like, well, gonna put this armor to the test.
Okay, I'm moving.
I have to wait.
Yeah. I'll cover. Just let me know when I'm good.
It's gonna be a bit. I need stamina.
I
only have a high power scope.
Great, but I can
just carry you in then?
So.
Is anybody up here hit?
I think
foot
we're
of war.
I healed myself already.
You want your wound stitched.
Stitching you now.
Oh shit, yep.
Otherwise you'll just reopen.
Okay, you're stitched.
Wait, can we get our shit stitched?
Yeah, they've got reopening on.
I'd rather you didn't.
The contact southwest in those buildings. I cannot see him, but I can hear him shooting at me.
Aid station downstairs, northeast corner.
I'm going as fast as I can, Gibbs.
You're fine, you're fine.
I have a fracture apparently.
Yeah, I got you, Stay
There's
still.
another one in that red white building to our southwest.
Okay, you're healed.
Okay, I'm gonna get a little more stamina first before I move.
Got him.
Zan, come downstairs.
Alright, keep an eye. I'm gonna finish.
Can I move to the next building west to get better eyes?
Whereabouts are you?
Northeast corner.
Ah, there you are.
Alright, I got some minor wounds. Where's the aid station?
Downstairs.
Here. Are you
Okay,
fucking
put that
kidding me?
on
1
the-
second. Why can't I?
Yep.
Oh.
Can you not stitch me because I have a fractured leg or whatever?
Wait, one.
Ball splinted leg, I suppose.
Hold up.
How close are we talking?
Like literally the next building.
Then
like
yes.
outside the
You just
compound.
need blood. Just hang tight for a moment, okay?
Roger.
You're stitched, but I need to fully heal you with the pack. Dutch will be there in a second.
No, I'm not critical. I just,
Yeah, he's okay, he's okay.
Harold, what do you do?
Alright, Dutch, hold. Zan, hold there.
Friendly?
Come back here. Oh, I'm gonna come back over here by the back. want to make a move until the hotel company makes entry into town, and they're only just getting here. So.
Contact still to the south.
Dutch, you're set.
Dutch, Rose, Cosmic Denier at the position and secure. Hey, Farm, thank you.
Just still waiting on
We're
the
gonna
blood for
hold
you.
for now because the hotel company are only just starting to make entry into Kalachori itself, and 1-3 yourself seem bogged down.
Gibbs, just so you're aware, I'm gonna give myself some morphine because I'm shaking real bad.
Copy. Wait, who was that?
That was Harold.
Yeah, hold up. You shouldn't need morphine anymore.
It says I'm in pain, and I like can barely steady my weapon.
Wait one, I'll come to you and check. I can pack you doing it now.
Alright, but...
Here's the order of upward or whatever is to go. When 1-3 start to move, we're going in with them in parallel, so we're gonna head straight west into town. But we're trying not to spread it too much, but obviously we don't want to all eat one frag. So.
So small issue. Straight west is an open field.
Oh, what the fuck?
I mean, you know what I meant, like west, southwest, into town.
Friendly south, friendly
based
south.
on my experiences with this group, you know?
Hold on. You didn't do that morphine, did you?
I did.
Okay, whatever.
Your radio's still going. 5-head.
Oh god. Somebody go yell at Rose.
What is hot mic?
Someone is hot making on this net.
What? I'm not hot micing.
So, Harold, next time...
Somebody's holding down the radio button.
what you actually want is for me to give you a pack, which I thought I already did, but whatever. Because that will heal everything, and you won't have to worry about the morphine.
It's Volk, he's hot micing in game.
Did you catch all that?
No, because I couldn't hear
Alright,
you.
1-1, if we are good to go, we're gonna move southwest into town. We're gonna hit buildings, we do this real careful like. We're not in a race at the moment. We just gotta get southwest, hit the first hard cover we get, go street by street until we link up with hotel company on the other side.
Alright,
I'm still helping out Harold. Wait one.
Hey, Farm, we'll wait.
Anytime that happens, if I'm close by, you want to get to me so I can give you a pack, because that completely heals you. I thought I already did that, but I guess I missed it, because you're low on blood, and that just means you can save that morphine to when you need it.
Okay.
And no worries, by the way. I'm just giving you blood now so I can finish that off.
Your map is that Charlie 1-1 marker to our southwest. That's sort of one of the for entry point of town. Just be advised of friendlies to our south and on the other side of town.
And by the way, if you want to learn more about the medical system, come to my medical training on Wednesday. Haha!
I will be at work.
Okay, packing you now. It's something I want to do again. I'm just doing this first time to see how it goes, and then revise, and maybe do one on like a Friday night or something.
I even gave you a special flare for your thing.
Oh shit! I didn't see it. Thank you.
It's just a difference in
Yeah,
text,
Black Hawk
but
Cosmic
still.
Rose. If you guys want to
Hey, I'll take
There
it.
we go. Now I'm not bobbing.
You're set.
We're just waiting for Harold.
Harold's good.
Perfect. Alright, where am I moving? Down this road?
Fuck all to do.
Down this road?
Yeah, into southwest into town.
Alright, 1-1, we're moving southwest. Hit the first building you get. Battle buddy on your side. Trying to shoot any friendlies.
Fuck, Harold's down.
Drag him back, drag him back.
I don't have smokes.
Thank you. You poor bastard, you just can't stay alive.
Where the hell did they shoot him from?
I have no idea.
Hold up, wait. I need CPR on him now.
Buddha, you do that. I'll hold security.
I've got a longer range scope.
Yeah, but I have faster fire.
I have full auto. What do you mean?
Oh, fuck. Fine. Let me go ahead.
Somebody. For fuck's sake, I forgot the number one rule of delegation. Choose someone.
Yeah.
Okay, checking pulse.
1-1, everyone. I think what we'll do is we'll just head
keep going, keep
along
going.
this northern parallel until we sort of meet up with 1-1, and then we'll just work it from there. I don't want to erase onto 1-3's fire sector. Also, Lucas is on the way back, I think.
Does he have a pulse?
Checking. No, keep going. Pretty much as a general rule, keep going until I tell you not to.
Alright.
Unless, of course, they're playing on 100%. As well.
Wakey wakey, Harold. Harold's also down.
Checking pulse. Nope.
Vehicle cook off at Hotel 1-1's position.
How bad is Rizal?
Gibbs, do you feel safe at your aid station to treat the wounded and not take fire? You feel safe
Yes.
there?
Yes.
All of the Charlie 1-1 elements, if you can link up on me, we're gonna go try and force our way through the Hotel
God damn it,
1-1
Harold.
position and link up with them.
Okay.
Wake up, you
Just
piece
keep
of
going to
shit.
CPR. I'm gonna work on Rizal.
She needs a velocity of
Yeah.
packing bandage.
Check her pulse.
Checking pulse. No heart rate.
All right, CPR.
Starting CPR. Buddha, now it's your turn to go ahead and hold the corner.
There we go. Harold's awake now.
All right, let me check
I'm
Harold.
awake.
Hold.
I'm holding.
Packing you. All right, this is going better. This is going well.
Where the hell did they shoot you from, Harold?
Fucking space, apparently.
Harold's up. You good?
All right. Is Harold stable? Harold good to go?
Stable.
Harold's awake.
Harold is stable.
All right. Harold, Fuda, since you're not handling medical, you, me, and Cosmo, we're gonna see if we can link up with 1-1 further west of us, southwest of us.
Roger.
Major plans, we are now to clear the center of Kalachori Hotel
Keep
Company
up
and being
the
pulled away when they're tasking.
You know, I think if we had the medical bag like this in aid stations, we could actually make a case for like the squad medic to have like an assistant.
Probably, yeah.
Because that actually makes a lot of sense. They can do security, help with this, etc.
I think based on our experiences from this, we might actually add it to the main repo.
I'm really enjoying it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Should keep with that CPR.
Still no heart rate.
All right, if it doesn't go after this one, I'll take over.
Alright. Come on, Rose.
Cosmic's down.
Yeah. If we add it to main before Wednesday, I'll have it in my training mission as well.
Still no heart rate.
All right, I got it.
Okay, cool.
Cosmic is down, me and him did not make it all the way, so.
The marksman now, I found him.
Ah, shit. Cosmic's down now.
Great.
I'll drag him back.
Copy.
I can stabilize Cosmic, but I'm not able to drag him the whole way.
Just give me 1 minute to kill the marksman. Second. Splint. Sending in food that didn't come through. Marksman's dead, it's safe.
Let's see if we can get to that building Emerson pointed at.
Got a pulse.
Hey, you good? You got a medic?
Yeah, we gotta make it over here.
Okay, Russ has a pulse.
Cool. Here's Cosmic.
Hey.
Ow.
Got a medic?
Yeah.
Hey, second verse, same as first. CPR. Rose, stay here. Rose, stay here.
Okay.
Farmer CPR.
Yeah, I went to push up behind Cosmic because I saw he was holding the corner, and you know that was where we were generally advancing. And then, like halfway through my cross, yeah.
Whoa, whoa, hold. Give me a pack so you'll be fully healed.
Okay.
Okay, found a heart rate.
Perfect,
Cosmic,
okay.
should be fine. He's got heart rate of 109.
Okay, perfect.
I'm up.
Okay,
Hello.
hold still, Cosmic, hold still.
Yeah, we'll do.
I'll hold security northwest.
Rose, you're good.
Thank you. I just keep getting shot in the fucking head.
Seems like it.
Dutch, I just about shot you.
Feel free to move up and catch up with Harold if you're not doing anything.
Dutch, what the fuck is their
covering
CPR
medics.
success rate?
I don't know.
Alright, Cosmic, you're set, good to go, stabilized. Okay,
If
everybody...
you're good to go, you can move up and catch up with Harold. I need looking at. I gave myself morphine because I was in a lot of pain. I know I shouldn't do that, Doc, but it hurted.
Copy. It's there for a pinch, and sounds like you're in one. Okay, you're gonna have to wait a second while I give you some blood.
Harold, you're in charge. I'm getting some saline in a minute. 1-3 are moving to clear the set to 10, so feel free to move further up, secure that crossroad ahead of you if you need to. Good spot on the medical, by the way. You're doing a good job today.
Thanks, trying my best.
Medics don't often get told that. You're doing a very good job.
Well, I am staking my name on it, so I better be.
Well, you're doing a much better job than they did. Drac bled out and died because they were too busy bitching about how little contact he'd had, rather than actually sucking looking at who was on the ground in their group.
Objective.
For fuck's sake. Yeah, I healed him like 3 times. Jesus.
There's that I had to come down here. Those guys were driving at the fucking wall. Oh, you know,
bet they were.
Look at all those guys having so much fun, you know. Well, you know, maybe if you didn't join the fucking MAT team, if you wanted to play CQB, then that might have been different, you know. What do you expect? You're going to be fucking kicking doors in as the MAT team.
A lot of them immediately think they're hostile. Lucky I took a second to look at their helmet.
Alright,
There was a report of almost blue.
I saw that they were tan like us and were fighting green. I was
Yeah,
like, no,
we.
those are friendlies over there.
The other group reported that we did some blue on blue.
Wasn't us? I mean, it wasn't 1-1. I'm not saying it wasn't us. It's almost definitely probably us, but it wasn't 1-1.
Okay. 1-1. Are you combat effective?
Yeah, I was just getting my last bit of patched up. My
You're
other
good to
guys
go.
are ahead.
You're set,
Okay,
Dutch.
take you guys to the 1-1 hold.
Oh, you're good, okay.
I'm good.
1-1, we are to move to our northwest to the 1-1 hold marker we're staging for the attack on Paros.
Did someone call if they needed aid?
Rose, I'm coming back towards you now.
Copy.
It was a goddamn friendly fire.
Of course it was. F.
Like,
F.
I looked, I called out contact to, or friendlies to our west, they were to our west, and then shot me.
The good news is I don't need to give you blood for once.
Oh, well that's good.
So it should only take a second.
Okay.
By the way, Roz or Rose?
Rose.
Okay.
My proper name is Roselle.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm. And if it's medically relevant, I am biologically male, but that's not what it says on my driver's license.
Copy that. Not medically relevant to me. Alright, you are set.
Alright.
And if I fuck up pronouns, yell at me.
I probably won't yell at you, I'll just, like, that's not right.
Well, remind me.
Yeah.
Always do my best, but I forget.
Yeah, just
It's
set up a
whatever,
radiation
it's
station in
fine.
the courtyard here.
Copy that. Rose is up and removing. See.
See, you're already improving. You're doing better than my parents already.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Alright, where's our guys?
Hey, Bubbas.
Hello?
You good on supplies?
No.
Oh,
How much
here.
longer are we expected to go for?
I don't know. Here you go.
Oh, thank God. You're an absolute
Our guys
blessing,
are up
bud.
north, apparently.
Okay, copy. Yeah, wait with me so I don't get lost.
I don't want to just leave you a 250, so I'll only take a few of the 500s and I'll just take the 250s instead.
Just whatever makes sense for you.
Oh,
I'll make it work.
Yeah, but my argument is you shouldn't have to. There you go, man. Enjoy.
Alright, thanks.
You need to go this way.
Oh, we did it first. No copy.
Okay, we'll do our own improvised version.
Hi, 1-2. You guys are heading the same way we are.
Yeah. How's it been going for you boys anyway? Having fun?
It's been going. I got friendly fired by hotel after calling out friendlies to the west.
Oh.
And then they were to the west.
Oh god, well I mean, thank god you're not these people to the northeast, eh? Sounds like it almost was though. The horrors of war.
But if I accidentally end up friendly firing later, I would like to clarify, they shot first.
Alright, gather round. Sit rep from intel from
Will
company.
be likely empty.
Everyone here from 1-1?
Looks like
it.
Matters.
Just got here.
Alright, we're here. Anybody hit?
The Greenbacks have pulled out of Paros because of the attack on Kalachori and moved further north, which means we are now free to, through light contact, move through Paros to MRP 82. We're to do that whilst trying not to infringe on hotel companies' fire sectors. Could be light contact through town, but the enemy have pulled back, so I'm expecting it to get fiercer once we get through town. Alright?
Okay.
All of us except 1-4 going to 147. Everyone else in Charlie Company is going to Platoon is going to MRP 82. So we're gonna link up with the rest of the guys who are moving right now, and we're just gonna get in line, and we're all going to the same fucking place.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Oh, look, a fast mover.
Hold it. Sorry, I knew somebody said my name, but I couldn't.
There should be very, very light contact in Paros, so just fucking push it.
Okay, you're set.
Yeah, whatever works, man.
But you can pack that fast? Holy shit.
Yeah, I think it has to do with how badly you're wounded, but I'm not certain. I know stitching does, so. Does anyone else need medical attention?
Blackhawk, I don't know what you're talking about, buddy. I'm a special snowflake squad, and I've been doing a couple things. I'm shooting vans.
DM isn't really a special snowflake squad.
I get my special scope squad. But it's not my squad. Also, I hope that fast mover doesn't fucking strafe us while we're just walking in a straight line. That's why you offset slightly.
Like, fuck up the formation.
It's a fast mover, Rose. You're gonna offset a bomb?
Nah, if it strafes like the middle of the road with 30 mil, I will be slightly less wounded than you.
Yeah.
It's dropping bombs.
Well, you know what? At least I'll look cool while I die.
Seafood, this is why you're out of stamina. You're not going at the slower combat days.
I am.
Yeah.
Look, my gun's down.
But have you tapped
But
double
you're
tap
still
C?
burning stamina.
Yes. And I'm not the one been running out of stamina. In fact, I'm the one that's fucking run out of stamina last. Like,
I wasn't a stamina. I was no, I wasn't a stamina. I was
Imagine
tracking
not
1-4
carrying
position
any
triples in.
special gear. Get scrubbed.
Seems like 1-2's holding.
Yeah, guys, if the lead element holds, we're gonna hold too. We're all going to the same place. There's no point in one squad running ahead and getting gunned down and forcing the others to catch up.
They're on the move again.
For once in our life, we're doing an infantry platoon movement. Enjoy it.
It actually looks like an infantry platoon moment.
That's enough.
But after Harold.
Also, I just realized this probably isn't staying within the normal time frame, is it?
Unlikely.
What?
It's all going to the same place. There's little leads with 1, 2, and 1, 3's medics when we get there, so things should be a little smoother and quicker. You should need to pull guys off the lane.
Copy.
Hey, Dutch.
Yeah.
This isn't within the normal 2-hour time frame, is it?
We're assuming it'll try to be close, but this is unique for us and for them. So if you need to dip, feel free to dip. Yeah, I can't just get it there because I have to install it to save me space. So.
The longest time I didn't know that other guy was your brother.
Ronan? Yeah. There's like 1-4 got chewed up. Hey, 1-4 got their action. They're all fucking dead.
He should have just,
1-1, 1-2 are likely going to peel off to help 1-4. If they do, we're continuing on to the MRP.
Just sent it down that only their medic and one other person for 1-2 is moving over.
Because now my D drive is, 3.6 terabytes.
1-4 had a helicopter crash on them.
What do you mean they had a helicopter crash on them?
I mean, the helicopter's engines failed, and so it did this thing where it fell out of the sky and landed on them.
That's fucking hilarious, actually.
Okay, so I'm medic for both now, right?
We got the stamina. Keep moving, guys. Keep moving.
Dutch, I heard that correctly?
Looks like 1-2 are breaking off in their entirety. We're continuing on, guys.
Dutch.
Yeah.
Did I hear correctly that I am now the medic for both of us? 1 and 2?
Yeah, I think maybe Wallace changed his main and all of 1-2 are breaking off, so it may just be us and 1-3. Either way, we're still going to the same place, so we're not deviating.
Copy.
You advise guys know that we're past town. It could be anything. Greenback's totally vacated Paros when we took Kalachori, so.
First down break is Harold's fat.
Because they're fucking Greenback terrorists and they don't know how to fight a war like a real man.
It's totally not because we were taking too long.
Wait, he got you, he got Harold, he got Cosmic.
What? I haven't died yet.
You went down.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
Alright, we're gonna give 1-3 a minute to catch up. Once they get to us, we can move and they can take a stamina break. Because they've got just as many guys as we do, so.
But yeah, that fucking one marksman, he was going ham. He got my fucking arm.
Hotel seems real. Oh, you know what? I was gonna say why are hotels so slow? They got bombed twice, like, fair.
Yeah, no, those fast movers straight the fuck out of them. It was great.
I was saying to Bobbis when we were walking, I wouldn't push back my brother to just spitefully bomb his own men and send a message that not to fuck with them.
They definitely had the harder time than us, considering their beaches had fortification.
Well, we walked into those fortifications willingly, so we had about the same experience.
Alright guys, 1-3, that's 1-3, keep moving. 1-3, if you need a stamina break, we're gonna keep moving. We were waiting for you to catch up.
Okay, yeah, we're stamina break.
Nice stretch.
Hey, who's your medic?
Yozer.
Yep.
What the fuck
What's
does
up?
combat deploy mean?
How are you
It
on
means we're
medical
not
supply?
conga lining.
I'm very good.
Okay,
Oh,
just checking.
So as we get closer, I'll actually put us in front
Glad
of
I
the
got that
building.
translated. Would you hear that as well?
Oh yeah. Tactical blob. Yeah, they're wearing armor. Also, my fucking scope is absolutely useless for anything below 400, so I'm just using the iron.
Okay.
It's like,
Careful on the elephant grass, guys.
yeah. Well, so
Fighting in the reef.
Hail went down outside that construction building. I saw the guy that shot him. I put like a whole mag, like using the various points on the scope to try to hit him, and he was still just fucking standing there. I take the scope off, swap to irons. 3 shots later, the dude's dead. Like, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be the dot at the top is your 100-meter zero, and I was using it, and it just wasn't doing anything. And I couldn't see where my rounds were hitting, so for all I know, it's firing Nerf darts. I got...
Everyone hold, spread out.
No, because it's got a 4, like,
the
directly
fuck
next to
out?
mine.
I'm talking
Like,
about
it's
the tip.
Alright, we're moving southwest to Hill 75 to support Hotel Company. Let's go. Hotel Company are running dangerously low on ammo and they don't have the rounds to fade it off.
Because also the minus
Yeah, so you're talking about the top of the chevron, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 300.
Yeah, and then there's that dot above it.
Yeah, that should
and
be 100.
I was using that, and I wasn't hitting shit, and he was within 100.
Oh, yeah, no, because the side picture is tip of the chevron is 100, bottom of the chevron is 300.
Listen, I tried both, and he was still shooting at Harold.
Okay, because I popped someone at like 100 meters while putting the tip on the chevron right on them, so...
I mean, I'm just using irons now, it's whatever. I've got zeroing on my mouse keys, so...
Okay.
And I've got it good in 2 to zeroing, because tonight I wiped like 5 dudes with Arma.
Not a lot of cover, guys. Make sure if you need it, you move north on the other side of the hill.
About 200. Oh, more to the left than that. MG or
One on Hills in the fire preventing the watch.
He's down.
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
Now he's down.
No, there's 2 more. There's 2
Oh
more.
yeah, it's like a full squad now.
MG, you're firing like over their heads. There you go. See any of them.
You have to aim pretty fucking low.
Is this our
Hotel
final?
are to our south, guys, so don't worry about friendlies in that direction. Well, they are south, but there's a hill. You won't hit friendlies. I was looking west.
Is this our final position?
This general hill, yes.
Okay, what's expected any advance? What, west and north?
I don't know if we're gonna take many hits. It depends what happens. I don't know. Move the bag on the north side of the hill.
North side,
where it
got
should be
it.
safer on the decline.
More contact. Good hit, good hit. Another one, moving left. Good kill, good kill. Okay, I see friendlies far out on the south. They're definitely at the moment, but if they move up ahead, they'll come up on our horizon.
We also got friendly southeast, be aware.
That guy was still alive.
Aid station, north side of the hill.
We got smoke propagating direct south.
Yep. Guy in those bushes again. He's down.
That guy in the bush was just down. He might stand up.
See one guy from Hotel 1-1, I think, all the way out there.
No one those shit down the trenches.
Yeah.
There's at least 3 in there. There's quite a few.
Trenches. I was like, what the fuck is that wheat field doing there?
Oh.
Okay, so that was was quite a brutal.
Wrong.
Nope. Okay, so that was quite a savage index, but we're here.
Yeah,
that was
really
anticlimactic.
Oh, later.
Yeah.
I thought I crashed.
Break on this.
I thought it crashed.
I thought I crashed.
I also thought I crashed.
didn't fall like I was smart.
Bulldog,
I thought I crashed.
Break.
Clear comms. Shut up.
Okay. It's safe to say the mission
Sorry.
or the server was
I can't
starting
help
to
it.
kill
Smooth me.
itself a little. I was gonna kick him the server. Alright, so all around good. We normally do our debrief in TeamSpeak. Bulk, I know you guys have an AR channel, so if you just want to leave your feedback there, that's fine.
See you
Yeah.
guys. After this, let's move back to our TeamSpeak and we'll do a quick wrap up.
But yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed that. It was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. I thought we were going to be able to push all of it quite quickly. So that was a surprise, actually. Quite happy. All in all, can't
I know that was probably like a lot of fucking work to be doing. By the way, like I know for a record that was probably a lot to be juggling. So
Yeah, that and all my triggers deciding that they wanted to break, so spawn points didn't move. Helicopter decided not to respawn anymore. Fun times.
yeah.
I mean,
made it
we
work.
really tested the server today.
So, yeah. How many people are on TeamSpeak? 64 player up. We filled it. Congratulations. But yeah, if you want to leave your AR, let me know. I'll give it a read because obviously I'm on that Discord. Apart from that, get the fuck out.
Wow. Right, then. That was good. I enjoyed it.
All right, CA. Wrap back to CA TeamSpeak.
Oh, fuck. Thank you for hosting, guys.
They were greenbacks.
Oh boy.
Dirty, cowardly greenbacks.
Well, I hope you CA guys had more fun than we did, wrapped up with the other group.
No, actually.
No.
We assumed they had more contact. Yeah, we thought
Oh,
they had
no,
more
we
contact.
had, we had nothing.
Okay, so for record, those of you who picked the Matt team and expected to be kicking doors in with a rocket launcher in hand are fucking mentalists. But that's another story for another time.
Didn't see any tanks either.
The ops over, so the AR thread is up for posting your AR comments. That's the first time we've done a joint op of that scale as a co-op. Wallace is one. The first one we did, we had just about as many players, I think, but it was a TBTs type setup. So please, any feedback on how that bit of it went would be really good, so that we can try and improve these in the future. I think they're keen to do more, so it'd be nice to get some feedback on what we can do.
Ronan looks. I went in to mock him. He looks so fucking stressed. He looks.
How was it? I didn't get to play. I'm just. It doesn't.
Oh, you didn't miss anything.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think we really did either in a lot of that. Yeah, the contact seemed very. I don't know. I mean, we had like
There
nothing
wasn't.
on our side until
There wasn't a lot. There wasn't a lot of contact, to be honest, was there?
It felt like.
Very
It's in the wrong.
I think. I think what I will suggest next time is that we get someone from our side to make the mission, because honestly, through the whole process of mission design and stuff, I really got the impression that they weren't as proficient at it as perhaps someone like Wallace and Polar are.
This
You just gave me a compliment. You're never taking that one back.
This
I will
I
be
don't want to
quite
steal other people's
brutally
opinions, but they made a lot of concessions to both their style and how their missions normally run, and they clearly weren't familiar with how to do a lot of stuff that we're used to, like respawning or this many like fortified positions. So
yeah, I mean,
It wasn't bad.
Yeah, well, welcome to CA. This is a very different style of event to our usual. So slot up for next week. You're part of the community now, so you're welcome to join any event that you'd like. Yeah, no one leaves the KGB. But yeah, so next week's events will probably be more indicative of our kind of usual style of play. But I hope you enjoyed coming along to this as your first event.
I'll be honest, the most hostile thing I had in that entire game was Yoza.
I think it was justified.
Can we also?
I'm not saying Yoza was overly hostile. I'm just saying that Yoza was the most hostile thing I met.
Also, yeah, I would like to just bring to everybody's attention, just in case some of you weren't made aware of this by your squad leads during the event. Lucas was tricked by the press G for grenade key and blew everyone off.
Let me defend myself. Let me defend myself, okay?
The defendant
Me and Zam had rangefinders that were fucking balked, okay? We were trying to figure out the controls, and Cosmic said, try tab G. So I did tab G and bad fragged my squad.
What I actually still have it G bound after being told not to have it bound.
I'll have you know, what I said was, have you tried T, tab, and G? I used G first.
I used tab G.
Is the year 2020 the Vector 21 still confusing people?
Yes, Lucas, would those be the rangefinders that they clearly explained in the little document that we were supposed to give it a once over?
What document?
They
wouldn't
how
yeah,
you
definitely
do it
provided
is
a
you press
document
and
to go
hold
over.
R. Like it says in the ACE options. Vector 21 ranging. R.
Actually, if you look at section 21, paragraph 3.
I didn't know they were ace.
Completely irrelevant to the situation, so.
Anyway, Sunday slotting will be up tomorrow. It'll be nice fun. Tough use is coming back.
There was definitely a stomach moment when, because before today, Volk or someone had alluded to me that they would also have a helicopter. It was very interesting spawning into the mission and realizing that me and Zephyr were the only helicopter in the entire mission. And we're just like, oh, that's responsibility. We had a blast.
Sorry, just to
teased a lot at the beginning, but we had a blast.
Just to come in quickly, while people are typing up AAR posts, yeah, just be aware that the other group can see what is in that channel. So if you're going to shit all over the difficulty of it or whatever, just be mindful of that, okay?
Be constructive, you know?
Be tactful.
Their server
mindful
box
bonus.
has taken a fucking beating, I think. Like, I was an
Yeah.
server has taken a beating today.
Honestly, I'm really fucking surprised that it held up so well with 60 players on it.
Yeah, like the most lag I encountered was in the boat ride over. Once we
Yeah.
actually made it to land, things were pretty stable.
I
Yeah, I don't
had
know
a
what those
different,
planes were in
different
the
experience in that. That was, I had a lot of lag through that one. I don't know if anyone else did.
No, I was pretty grand. Everything apart from the boat landing.
Yeah,
I had boat landing. I was down to like 18 FPS, but once we were like actually on land and fighting, I didn't notice any FPS issues.
So we had quite a few moments where people went down as a group, yeah? How did we feel about the medical bag? Because that was something that people were interested in kind of maybe porting over if we liked it.
Doesn't get killed by helicopter during the mass cast situation.
I think Bubba should speak on that because he obviously had really good grips with it because we did not have a single person die despite everybody going down about 6 times in 1-2 the entire time.
Oh, that's good.
I wasn't a medic,
got a few
but
points on
I
it.
did like the experience of having an aid station where I knew I could get medicked.
I was gonna say, as 1-1 lead, Gibbs did outstanding work. Like, he was constantly keeping me up. The aid station is here. This is where people get to move to. This is not a question. This is what happens because I'm the medic and I'm in charge of it, setting up triage. That was pretty cool. The medical bag was a pretty solid thing for setting up. I don't know how to describe it. It meant that there was like a solid sense of like, this is where we're here, this is where we are, and we're staying here for a while, and this is what's happening. You know, I liked it.
Yeah, it also helped set the pace in, like, Dutch was saying, like, are we pushing or are we holding? Because a lot of times I've experienced, like, I'm not quite sure, but hearing that the aid station was set up, I'm like, okay, set defenses and just settle in for a minute, you know?
But like with how quick it is to deploy it and with how many advantages you get out of it, is there ever a reason not to use it?
Yeah,
if you're in the middle of movement.
Well, at that point you wouldn't patch up anyway, would you?
Yeah, because you have to stop patching
if
guy
you
up
if you
anyways,
ever
and
if
it's
you
like
ever want to patch somebody up, is there no reason not to put it down? Because it seems like there's no disadvantages to having it.
when you have it up, you're doing the pack. And so if you start off by stitching them up after you bandage them, and if you have time for that. But ideally, you get out of contact before you start doing any of that, right? So you stabilize the patient so they're not going to bleed out, get out of the contact, and then you set up your station and do the rest.
Yeah,
so,
I suppose.
Yes, technically, if you really wanted, you could just put it down and have at it in the middle of a firefight, but
yeah,
don't do that.
No, I know. It's just a bit of a balancing issue, I'm afraid, but it's probably not even a big deal. I'm just probably overthinking it.
And Bubba's?
I think if it comes down to, like, if you're training your medics to deploy them at the right time, it's not going to overdo anything. The nice thing, as someone who is a rifleman who is helping casualties, was that I know exactly where to take back the casualties from when they go down. And then we can go ahead and get them through.
Can I ask, because I never actually did any medical myself, I was too busy juggling a lot as a squad lead. Does the bag itself provide medical supplies?
No.
Okay, because what I was going to say, what it could mean,
like, boost.
I knew that's what it did. I didn't know if it gave you, because I was going to say you could cut down the amount of medical that you have to carry as a normal person then, but we probably could cut what we carry in half with it by that point, because we carry a lot of morphine and epi as riflemen right now, and it's kind of weird. But I guess if it doesn't give medical supplies, it makes sense to keep what we have. So.
Ideally, we would change the regular loadout to maybe carry a bag of blood and then less overall supplies. But yeah, definitely.
I think that's what we did in this mission, that everyone had like 500 mils of saline with them.
Right, exactly. Also, Bubbas, I'm very curious what you had to say about all of it.
Oh yeah, I've got 3 things basically. First of all, the medical bag, very cool. Liked it. It helped people to help me, so they could take over roles and let people get up faster. There's a few other things about the medical experience which meant that people spent an unnecessary amount of time just staring at a black screen. One of them was that the IV flow rate was far too low. So if somebody needed a lot of blood, it'd take literally 5 minutes, and that's 5 minutes they could have spent playing the game. Second one was the CPR chance being less than 100% was more frustrating than immersive. I know some people are a fan of that, but I mean, I was doing the job as best as I really could, but in the end, I ended up losing a couple of patients basically just due to the roll of a die more than anything else. If people die on me, it should really be my failure and not the failure of a chance to precipitate, So because of that, people ended up spending more time face down on the ground as well, because you have to do multiple rounds of CPR, so it kind of keeps people out of the game a bit longer as well. But yeah, I mean, overall, it was really busy, a medical experience, and that was really positive for me. So I actually quite enjoyed it. Just with a few tweaks, it could be perfect, So good stuff,
And I did want to agree with that. I found the same issues with the flow rate and CPR chance were just way too hardcore. I think overall it's moving in the right direction, but whatever we do for CA, we definitely want to tweak it to be a little bit more forgiving.
An extreme example for the CPR thing is that at one point Lucas was down, and we couldn't start his heart for so long that he just died because of the timer.
Yeah, Lucas received 5 rounds of CPR from me and another 2 rounds from somebody else, and yet we still couldn't hit that elusive chance, I mean, that's kind of nutty at that point.
But I will be going over everything, kind of what we talked about at the medical training on Wednesday. You guys should come.
Really should. I tested it with Gibbs, and there's a lot of effort there, and it's going to be a good time. So yeah.
Have the medical settings changed at all, or no?
It is set up with a bit more advanced, so similar to what we've seen today. Basically, I took framework defaults and just turned on reopening bandages, and we can use packs and surgical kits. So it's not too much different than what we're used to, just with the reopening.
You should all come anyway, because you fuckers need to do CPR first and then start putting up minor wounds and scrapes.
Right. Yes.
You mean you have to fix yourself first before you start fixing other people?
Not necessarily. Just put a tourniquet on it.
Right.
Yeah, but that's still fixing up yourself. Like, you can't be bleeding out when...
Right. We'll cover all of this and more Wednesday.
Exactly. This is just more proof that we should all come.
So, I don't play here super frequently, but I know the entrenching tools were a big part of today's mission. Is that something that we normally have? And if not, could we make it something that we normally have? Because I found I really enjoyed it.
They are not in the standard loadout, but generally, if a mission maker wants it, they can add it with a single line. It's not hard to add.
I would like to start seeing that then, because I enjoyed, like, instead of just being posted on a fuck you open terrain, we could at least get some minor cover up, and I quite liked that as a AT guy.
As a small thing, sorry, a small thing to add to that. I think, Rose, have you played any missions with the like advanced engineering tool thing?
I do not believe that I have.
She has not, no.
I think you'd appreciate that a lot. I
love
love
it.
that one. Yeah.
With
With limit, so we don't have any sand majors again. But yeah.
They'll never beat the Battle Mosque.
I'm gonna put this to Volk probably later, Volk, because I want to talk about it. But I think because they put together this mission in something like for a company-sized mission, they put it together and it felt like about 2 weeks, something like that, 2-3 weeks.
It was about 2 weeks of effort.
Whilst running their own campaign on the level of Able Archer, by the way. They were right in the middle of one when we asked them, so they had to put that do that at the same time. Maybe next time we ask if we can integrate squads a little bit more, and we could drop. I mean, I'm wondering if they want to drop the size down, but we don't need to go full 60 if we don't feel the server can handle it. I think I knew going into it, the server probably was going to shit the bed at some point. I don't know many servers that can handle that for that long and not do something bad eventually. We'd like to be integrated with them more, because the Hate Company guys are a lot like us. They run at the same time as us. They play a lot like us. They play a little hardcore, more hard than us, but their mentality is pretty much the same. They're a good fit. I like to be integrated more, maybe next time.
You know, what'd be kind of cool too. Is and this is just an aside, but like, invite like teams from each side to go play in their different missions.
Yeah, I'd do that.
So rather than like always having like full company things, like, you know, a small group from CA could go over there, a small group from HQ could come over here, type of a thing.
It would be. I think next time what might be good is if we slot up some squads, and then those squads get given to a platoon lead, you know, rather than, you know, us being an entire platoon, them being an entire platoon. Because
kind of
you're
just
right.
Like a grab bag.
Yeah, you know, so like, you know, the CA platoon leader will have a couple of HKI squads and a couple of CA squads. You know, that might be a nicer way of mixing them, because then people still get to play with their friends, but you're still close enough to other people.
Yeah, we did that. This one did feel very. I mean, we didn't see any of the HQ guys in 1-3 for basically the entire mission after the start, which is a shame.
I was platoon lead. After we hit the beach, I only saw CA players. I never even saw the company lead.
I did bump into Ronan once. Yeah.
As someone who was in the HKOI squads, you know, they were all very lovely to play with and had a good time either way.
Yeah, we had a good time.
Hear it right that there was like a German squad going around?
Yep.
So
Yeah, they put that on just for
was that a
Creator.
fun
They
time?
went away. They went away and found Germans just so Creator could play with us.
Speaking of Creator, I'd like to get Creator's opinion on the trenches.
Well, I mean, you know my opinion.
I'm curious.
For me, trenches were the highlight of the mission because that was the only thing Squad 4 could do.
Before we get into like the nitty gritty stuff of like all the minutia, I'm curious to see what Guthrie and Reaper thought, since they were the new boys.
Yeah, I had fun with like chatting with everybody I played with. I think the mission contact was a little bit light, as everybody said, but yeah, I mean, I actually slotted for another mission. I had fun with everybody. Looking forward to another one.
We should point out you will get CA missions, CA only missions, where also you'll come out at the end going, "I didn't do anything the whole time." It will happen from time to time. This was different, but you will. It goes up and down. We've had missions where it's like we didn't fire.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. Reaper hadn't said anything yet. Jesus.
So, I mean, with as many people as there was, I was kind of expecting a lot more like action. Like it was gonna be like a hot, like entry to the beach. But unfortunately, we got into the beach and like moved inland a good like 100 feet, and then we started getting shot at. So I mean, I feel like on that part, with as many players as we had, that and obviously like the enemy jets just like ramming into the ocean at the very beginning, which kind of put the whole mission. I was like, okay, well,
They got shot down.
They got shot down, yeah.
No, they were getting shot down. The Sea Whiz off of the ships was shooting them down, which is honestly amazing to see from the air.
Yeah,
But yeah.
that I don't know what it was like from the boats, but from the heli, watching the destroyers shoot down those jets was awesome.
The boats were also shooting at the jets. Fucking, if I know if they hit anything, but
I mean, they shot all the jets down, so something worked.
I will check with Ronin, but I think they have a lot of stuff pre-placed that is eating up a lot of server overhead from get-go, which is another reason why they had to cut back quite a lot of contact initially anyway. We don't do that here, is the difference.
So go back and address
One thing I would just like to point out though is our overall experience, seems to be that the mission design let us down rather than anything to do with the actual organisation of the event. It seems like this is something that we should try again and perhaps push for us to host the thing.
To go back to address Guthrie's experience, I believe you were in my squad, so I can assure you that a lot of missions you'll play with CA will be very different because my style of leadership is not the standard.
It's okay. We all know we're bad.
So,
Car, we were talking shit about you the moment we left that hill. We did not stop.
I mean, that's fair.
In relation to a few minutes ago when we were talking about not seeing the hotel company guys, I had a bit of a different experience. We were pushing up through the town and I saw some friendlies in our same tan camo and we'd been fighting guys in green. I called out friendlies to the west to our guys to make sure, no one else buddy fucks. Halfway to cover, I got friendly fired.
They also got friendly fired.
They did? Okay.
Yeah, they did about the same time. I think they thought there was enemy contact in that direction because someone in another Charlie unit shot and hit one of their guys.
Okay.
So I guess we have to find out who hit first.
That was a sad
moment to overcome. As far as I'm concerned, they shot first.
What I was thinking, I don't know what you guys think, a way to integrate like with a join up better, if say, let's say we did another one, we did one, and we were playing the infantry and they were the mechanized unit attached to us, something like that to integrate them better with the other guys who are doing stuff, because when you've got 64 guys all playing infantry, it's kind of logical that you're not probably going to see everyone on a combat of that. But whereas if they're playing the mechanized units like our tanks or our IFVs, they have to be near us, they have to be bringing up, you have to interact with them, they have to transport you. That may be a better way to integrate them going forward.
I think if we do that, we might need to be slightly better with working with vehicles, because I don't think we have the best record with working with IVs and tanks to make sure everyone...
Did you just suggest that we need to get good?
Yes, and
yes.
we do.
But that's what I was suggesting before. Like, one unit could be US Army, and the other could be Anna, and the Anna guys would be like infantry walking around like we did today, and then the US Army could have like hat teams, mobile AA, like 50 cal Humvees, stuff like that, like sort of advisor support squad.
I do think that one of the things that was a little disappointing to me, because I thought, I think I really agree with what Wallace put on the AAR, that it felt like a company, which was awesome. It felt really big scale, and that was super cool. However, we didn't have company assets, I don't feel. Like, we didn't have... he's just one big blob of infantry, and to me, I think there's so much more that you can do with that many people. Because I think the thing that really holds us back a lot of the time in the sort of 30 to 40 man missions is that if we have everyone infantry, a lot of times we can't get all the little assets that a mission maker might want to put in, I suppose. And I think that if we can get that many people, which is fucking awesome that we could, and I'm really glad that they agreed to do this with us, it would be super cool next time that we do anything like that to have like some real punchy things like artillery support, anti-air support, all that sort of stuff.
Can I say
you
as
did
well?
have artillery support. You did have artillery support.
They
were calling. Yeah, no, they were calling in AR artillery on the town before you guys moved in. They wanted to do a cruise missile, but there was issues with the getting cruise missiles to work. But you guys definitely had artillery support, and then you had us as well.
Did anyone else know about that?
I was the platoon lead, and I didn't know about that.
Yeah, no idea.
We could try combined arms. I'm not sure how it was communicated, but I had a spare radio that I tuned into their platoon net, and they were calling in artillery strike.
Oh, see, I had a radio on command net, and then I had another radio listening to our platoon net, and they were doing it, I think, on company net. I don't know. They definitely had access to RD support, because we definitely watched some of that come in.
I mean, was that like actual like artillery, or was that just scripted though?
It might have been like scripted from the boats,
I
or maybe
think
they were calling it. I think it was from the boats actually.
I think
not sure how they did it, but I know at one point I heard on their platoon net someone radioed saying we have already at this position with this dispersion, and I don't see how that would have been scripted.
But you could use simplex.
No, the destroyers.
I'm thinking simplex.
The destroyers, they don't have simplex. The destroyers have guns on the front that are controlled by the UAV terminal. So it's possible that their RTO guy was doing it. But he was also the guy who was playing their RTO was also in Zeus. So he might just have been dropping the Zeus placeable artillery. We don't know.
Right. Okay. But yeah, I mean, with that I mean like players doing multiple roles and stuff like that. But yeah, I get what you mean.
Just taking today's mission, like today's mission alone, probably could be integrated better if they, let's say, us versus combined arms, for example, handled mechanized, like IFVs coming off of boats onto the beach with infantry in them, would have not only made the beach landing cooler and more safe, but also would have just integrated everything better. I just think that's my biggest takeaway, is I'd like to see maybe, the ability to expand into an actual, structure, because right now we just sort of play platoon infantry stuff in a limbo, so.
Dutch, I do have a question for you. You said they made some concessions to the normal playstyle. I'm curious what is different about their normal playstyle.
So their normal missions are one life, hardcore medical. They can take a while for briefing, which I know isn't like a big change, but like they're used to playing pretty serious Arma for 2 to 3 hours on a Saturday or a Sunday. They made concessions on this, and that they don't only have respawn, so they had to work at a respawn script when they don't really use a framework, which credit they did get working. They also had to sort of tone down, like normally their beaches would be like 30-40 minutes of their mission would be getting off the fucking beach. Like, and I mean from get-go, like from the moment it touches the beach, it takes 40 minutes to get off. They play a very, very different style of game in general.
I think the biggest thing was that there was a bit of concern that the medical settings being very different might have fucked us up entirely if we hit a beach under fire, which traditionally in the past we've not been good at doing anyway, and then also had to play against harder medical settings. So I think there was a lot of concern from their side that we might end up fuck the whole thing basically if we just get roasted at the start and then that's that, So I think now that we've done one of these, I think the next time round it'll be a lot better,
I will talk Ronan.
Ronan's just told me that their guys seem to have the same criticism that the mission felt a bit empty, So we're gonna do a wash up tomorrow night. I reckon I'll probably propose that we do the mission design for the next one. We learn from what we've found for this one, and we just kind of roll with it, So generally speaking, it seems that people want more assets, and want a kind of a better enemy presence on map.
Even just like instead of a mat team, if you had like a dedicated mortar unit, like when have we ever had 8 guys dedicated to straight fucking mortar fire? It's the coolest thing ever if you're the one doing it, but if we're doing it, it takes 8 guys out of our 30 that we normally need. Like 8 guys doing that would be badass. That kind of thing alone would be neat.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Right. Well, I think that's
for the mortar team.
I think that's pretty much us wrapped here. Thank you all for coming along. I hope you guys enjoyed that. And next time round, hopefully, now that we've kind of learned from it a bit, the next one will be really good.
Yeah, I'm gonna go next door and powwow with Ronan about it. So,
side question. Where is their stuff posted? Because a lot of what you guys have been saying about stuff being more hardcore on their end, I think I want to try a mission or two with them and see how it goes.
I could ask Ronan for their details. I don't think they use. I don't know. Dude, they have a fucking Facebook page. I don't fucking know.
Yeah. All right. Well,
the thing about it is, most of each company know each other by name. They're all pretty close friends as well. Not all of them, but quite a lot of their core unit, especially, are like actual really good friends. So, I don't know.
I mean, from my perspective, that's how a lot of this group is as well. So it's same shit, different patio, I guess. But
don't you fucking dare shit on my patio.
I think I'm going to ask Ronan, but Volk, I think what will find maybe happened is when we got shredded like initially on the beach 1-1 and 1-2, I think maybe what they did was Ronan tried to adjust so that each company were taking more fire, and that just kept happening to them. So we got very little, whereas they were just consistently getting fucking brutalized by whatever was getting thrown at them, and I think just forgot the balance.
I think the bigger thing though was that for a 60-man mission, there should have been 2 Zeuses, 1 per platoon, really.
Yeah, probably.
We should have had an RTO who was Zeusing EI for us, and they should have had an RTO who was Zeusing AI for them. That's, but it didn't work out. That's something we could learn from next time, you know. How was it, Crater, being over in their groups? Was it?
It was fun. The bands were good.
Was fun.
The guys were pretty chill and
they're pretty welcoming with it.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm one to advocate that we in the future, if we do this again, have I don't know, 1 fire team CA, 1 fire team from their guys, and I don't know who does a squad lead, but generally just mix it all together because it worked out pretty well.
We could maybe look at doing in the future. We could get people to slot for squad lead, you know, for leadership roles, and then just fill people in on the day, you know.
Yeah,
I think you could do something like open slotting for their guys too, if we had enough spots.
Definitely in favor of mixing though, because it makes it more fun meeting new people and kind of like discovering what they're all about. You know, I think it's fun.
There were moments where I was like, I really want to move 1-1 to go help Hates Company guys. I was like, I really want to go over there and help them and talk to them and have banter and make jokes. But also, if I do that, we're all gonna get shot by that guy over there, so I can't go do that. And I really want to, which I know sounds weird, but I really wanted to go talk to them and I couldn't.
What I can say though is from the quick feedback I got in the mission, it seems like they had the same or very similar opinions on the mission as a whole about how it went, mainly about the lack of contact. So it's not just something that we notice; it's they notice it too.
Also, I will say, even though the contact throughout was kind of light, I did just enjoy the scale of how big of an operation we were doing. Me personally, that is one of my main appeals for Arma. So very much so like having the company level stuff.
Yeah, so the biggest thing I would say is that like that's hands down the biggest co-op event I've ever been a part of in Arma 3. And that company strength, that was pretty cool. It was really fucking nice being at platoon lead level and getting to coordinate between 2 platoons and a command. That was really fucking cool. I enjoyed that.
I really liked just saying platoon instead of command. I don't know why. It makes no difference whatsoever, but it's just cooler.
God damn it, Wallace.
I mean, you could say point across town and say, "Watch your fire, hotel platooner over there."
It's fucking officer right there. Look at him.
Yeah, fucking
Wallace.
There was that point there, Volk, where you were having some weird radio issues with them.
Yeah, the settings were basic Acre, so the terrain loss stuff that we've perfected over a long period of time and stuff, they didn't have any of that in it. So the in a manner of speaking, I actually found it quite enjoyable because I was getting garbled shit from their platoon quite a bit and having to get the command to relay back and forth. So there was and at one point I couldn't speak to 4 section. Why am I pointing like you guys can see me?
I can actually.
Oh, hey Wallace, how you doing?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, we're looking right at you, man.
Yeah, so I couldn't speak to 1-4 for a good chunk of it. So I was speaking to 1-2 who were in the middle, So
someone asked about concessions earlier. They don't use Acre.
Yeah, they use TFAR.
They use TFAR. That is the Acre's a lot easier to set up now.
Hey,
but Ronan's been trying to convince them to use it, but they just prefer how you just run TFAR. You don't have to fuck with anything. It works. That's the biggest concession they made is they've never used it.
That's what TFAR is better.
Yeah, so that's TFAR is not better.
Can I get a relatively important point? Just because we have the next joint repo mission on the 21st, even though I will not be here, we need to get that repo set back to the way it was.
Yeah, no, I'll do that shortly.
Can you do that tonight? Because I'm going to be working on the mission, and I don't want to start it up in the main repo in case I fuck up with the parameters of it, the main repo.
Why not?
I was going to work on it
ban
tonight.
you, and then we'll be done with it.
Well, I mean, at this rate, I've fucking cancelled the last 3 of my events because first I don't know what's going on, but it seems like my command structure seems to know exactly when I'm hosting an event. Because actually, we need Wallace now.
Like the serious point though, yeah. Why not just postpone with BIA? They're gonna understand what what's going on. Just say, can I wait a couple of weeks until I'm back? don't think they'd object to that.
2 reasons. They're a little bit like not flaky, but I don't want to, mess them around too much because it's already relatively difficult communicating with them on a regular basis anyway. And B, we already have another one scheduled, and that's the World War II one. So we have a system now because they wanted to do a World War II one. I wanted to do a modern one, and because I'm the alpha in this relationship, I pushed it that we'd have one more. Modern one before we did a World War II one. So if we missed this one, it'd probably make a big fuss about like, oh, well, you said we do a World War II one on the state. I'm like, well, yes, but so it's a lot of fuss to do that, and you guys have played Desert Sweepers a million times. You know what the rules are. You can tell them pretty detailed what that is. It's not going to be too difficult. It just means I won't be there.
30 Desert Sweepers is going to be interesting.
All right. Well, I'll put the joint repo back to how it was before just now for you then. Okay.
Yeah, appreciate it, bud.
And I'll do that right now. Okay. Of people in the channel who were involved in tonight, would anyone object to the medic bag going into the main repo if we were to do it?
Put it
in the main repo.
Put
yes.
it in.
Put it in.
Put it
in.
I object.
Put it in.
Why do you object, Wallace?
Yeah, no, I was saying yes, main repo, but not on like the joint repo and something like that because.
Oh no, yeah, not the joint one,
complicated.
because the joint one that's an agreed thing with another group. But the if people are interested in the main repo, then yeah, I will.
I'm hesitant.
Obviously, we can't just. Of course, you're fucking hesitant.
Well, no, like I've got a fair reason to be hesitant. Like from fucking Arma being Arma, the chopper crash lands, and the only thing it crash lands on was my medic, and everyone was on fire. So there was nothing we could do, and we all just burned to death effectively because we couldn't do anything.
Yeah. Secondary has also got 2 of your guys.
How much of that was related to the secondary medical settings with stuff like CPR?
Sorry, this is the medic bag we're talking about. Nothing to do with medic settings.
I understand that. I'm asking Car though. Like, if you were able to actually CPR, like how we're actually able to CPR when we normally play our missions, how fucked would you guys have actually been?
Well, the other people I reckon would have made it. We would have just been the medic now.
So that's what I'm saying. Is like the medic bag itself wasn't the issue. There was the secondary settings otherwise.
Okay, yeah, maybe.
As like I'm just shooting the shit here. So. Anyway.
Also, follow up. Would we need the medic? Do we need the medic? No, go on, boss.
Yeah, like can we get it in V+ and that kind of thing as well? Potentially, it's hopefully small enough that we could do that, right?
It seems pretty lightweight to me, and it shouldn't be depressing medical settings. It just kind of elevates what you can do.
I mean, hell, you could probably just leave the medical bag down and let everyone inject themselves with morphine and all that, right? That's how it works, isn't it?
Well, we're not
Drop
entirely
bag
sure.
and just walk off.
If we get
Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's
Alright,
like just
I'm
a
gonna head
bag you can bring around that just boosts the medical level nearby, right?
Later,
So it's
guys.
like it's like bringing like a medical Vic, but it's not a Vic. It's a bag,
Yes,
right? That's more or less what it does.
It acts as like a medical facility. Yes.
Okay, yeah.
So it's nothing.
It's like a man-portable ambulance.
Yeah.
Sorta.
So
I mean, yeah, if it's not too big, I don't see any reason to not add it. Seems like a pretty cool thing.
So Volk, do you
Alright,
think it would
well,
be?
I'm out. I'm gonna go do squad.
Yeah.
Do you think it would get in time for Wednesday? Because if so, I'll re-enable it in my mission and incorporate it.
Well, if it goes out, it'll probably go out tomorrow. I'll let you know before the thing.
Okay, thanks.
You'll get plenty of time. If it does go out, it'll go out tomorrow. So, you'll know well in advance.
Yeah, no worries. Prepared for it already.
Cool.
In terms of missions, you can transition it in anyway, because it's not necessary to include just because it's there. So we could kind of ease into it.
And in fact, if we do get it and the training goes well on Wednesday, I will run the training again later on, maybe on a Friday, so we can get more people in. And I will try to make some more regular missions that incorporate more advanced settings, so we can try and just, like you said, acclimate to those.
Yeah, because even though we had more advanced settings for the medical, it really wasn't that detrimental to downtimes without the CPR, the IV rate. The more advanced stuff was kind of like when you're conscious, then you can attend to those things, but it didn't actually affect the amount of time that you really spent in the black screen. So maybe
as an individual, like I never play medic anyway, so it's relatively out of my remit. as an SL, it was fine. Nothing felt any different. You just did your own thing, and it was efficient. It wasn't inefficient. And I think for the individual soldier, it makes no difference. So medics make the decision.
I had a fucking blast with it. This was like the most fun I've had in medical so far.
Well, there you have it.
So
yeah, maybe tamp down the amount of times that the bandages unfurl on people, because I think Lunk in particular was having a lot of trouble with that.
Yeah,
but apart from that, yeah, no, I don't see an issue with the settings we're running tonight at all. It was actually quite entertaining.
Yeah, as soon as that ACE update comes out, we'll have that setting available, and if that takes too long, I'll just provide that script that I made to do it to you, Bubba, and anybody else who wants it, and we can just have a hash out what the right rate is for reopening and just make that adjustment ahead of time.
Cool. Right, well, that's enough for me. I'm going to head out. But yeah, thanks for for getting everything organised. I don't know if it was a year ago between our Dutch folk, but that was a lot of fun. Hope to see something like that again.
It was Dutch that put us in contact, and then Ronan and I hashed out the details between us.
Yeah, I much preferred the joint co-op to the joint TVT, but you know, people have different tastes, of course.
Well, too bad, because we have another joint TVT coming up next week.
Yeah, and you boys have fun with that. I'll see you for the next joint co-op. All right, bye-bye.
See you later. All right, I'm out as well if there's no other questions about medical. So thanks, guys. That was a lot of fun.
I'm gonna go too. Bye-bye.
Yep.